This is Radio. WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
And
bringing
real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
Those shops is upstairs, so we down here by our also, man. We leave that up to Vito.
I love you without falling flat. More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trips up the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need to vote. Head full of these words, only one to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's the end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So blessed when you check yes over no. Ever question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you. And it's been a while since I made up the road. The times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy and you sticking with me is something that I do.
What's up with y'all? Shop.
What up?
Welcome back to another Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Saturday, so we are behind enemy lines. I am the gatekeeper. This is my partner.
What's up? This is WIZZ. What's up, liners?
Oh my God. And you know what it is. We can't stand each other for the next 2 hours. We gonna get along.
Some people don't let it go because,
what?
you know.
What? You see what it is?
He don't let it go.
You know what I mean?
He don't let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Peace, fellas. Keep up the good work. Let's go, Niners. I hear you, partner. You know, but
I said liners, not Niners.
Still, NY, we stand strong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nothing like New York, baby. Everything's better when New York is making
L's
it happen,
York.
man. Everything is better when New York is happening,
You're
man.
claiming New York, but you're claiming
your New York.
Don't worry about our
You're
residency.
claiming.
Don't worry about the residency.
I don't
You
care
worry
about
about
the
the wrong thing.
tri-state.
You know what I'm saying? We back. That's all
When
you
the
gotta
Nets
know.
was playing-
Look at
when
that.
the
We
Nets
back.
was playing
All right, listen.
Jersey,
Before
they
we
was the New
digress,
Jersey Nets.
you know, because this is what Cowboys do. They come in crying.
Come on.
He can't keep his act together.
Come on,
He's all
man.
over the place.
Shout out to
before
all
we
the
get
Dallas haters.
before we get too far off of the ball, we want to say
haters.
thank you to everybody that's been supporting Behind the Enemy Lines, Gatekeeper and WIZZ,
Yes, sir.
iAccessRadio.com. We
Big
are live
Al in
right
the
now
building.
on Twitter, right?
Uh-huh.
Boxcast.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Twitch,
Give it to us.
Instagram, Facebook,
Keep going.
365.
Live.
That's
What?
right.
Anywhere where there's a mobile
Everybody.
device and there's a little signal sign
And
going to
YouTube.
it, you can find us on YouTube. Make sure
That's
you do
right.
it. There's no excuse for it, all right?
No school speak.
For y'all that don't know, Behind the Enemy Lines of the show, we talk about relationships from the male point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies.
No, we
So
don't.
come on in, ladies. We just want to iron some
right.
things out. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of things that's going on today. We got an artist in the building,
Yes.
Ferrari franchise. He'll be here in a minute. We also got Takai's Takes coming
That's
on
right.
at 6:15.
My niece in the
So
building.
make sure you ready. You know, the youngins always got something to say. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like, see, back in the days, though, when the neck was all like that, you know, you could straighten them out. You can't straighten them out now. So
Nope.
they got the neck movement and they got too much mouth
I like
going on.
this.
But we're going to let y'all hear what she got to say on Takai's Take. It's going to be a great segment. And then at 6:45, what we got coming on 6:45?
We got the
Chucky's Cut, baby. And if you don't know by now, then you need to get to know, right? Chucky's Cut is a segment that it's our give back segment.
Mhm.
So independent artists where you can email us a track and we'll play it.
That's right.
And then you get to vote, keep or kill it, because we want to turn strangers into family.
That's
if
right.
we can do that. For those who do make Chucky's Cut, you're gonna make it to our prize package. Can we say
yes.
prize package?
Yes.
Prize package. And
That's
the prize package is a mixtape that we're putting together, you know what I'm
That's
saying,
right.
just for promotional use only, to promote you guys. Now, most of the time, these people got paid for promotion, right?
That's right.
Are we charging?
No.
All we asking is that you support iAccess Radio and Behind the Enemy
That's
Lines.
right. Support.
And what you got to do to support?
I'm saying that share it. That's it. That's
Share,
all.
like.
Share the love.
Share, like. We not asking for
Right.
no major donation. Now, if you do want to donate, we do have a tab for that too now. We're not turning away no money now.
No, we
We're
ain't
turning
turning
away.
no.
Because we won't.
Nah.
I'm not going to turn away. You give
I'm
me
not
50
turning-
cents.
you turning away
I ain't
money?
turning away no money.
I ain't turning away money.
I ain't got it like that.
No,
I ain't got it like that.
I'm
So
saying.
we
Even
got.
though it's free 99.
No, ain't no free 99.
I'm saying-
Listen,
no, I'm just saying,
we
but
take
if you want
every
support.
penny. You know what I'm saying? Like when you I don't want to be wrong. Could I be wrong for 2023 for a minute? Can I be wrong?
Yes.
When you look at me like one of those commercials that you see, or infomercial you see about 3:00 in the morning.
That's right.
Every dollar counts.
That's right.
You can keep Behind the Enemy Lines going. Just
That's
$1. Just $1 a day donation to our donation tab, and you can make this happen.
You can spread the line.
You can make the dream happen.
Spread the line.
Not
the love, spread the
Let's Go
line.
Giants 2024 season. You know we already ready. We
And
locked
Daz,
and
you know
loaded.
we them boys.
We locked and loaded.
Well,
We don't know about that. We don't know about that.
Big
We don't know
Al,
about that.
what's up?
Ain't nothing. What's
Can I
up?
get
Ain't
some
nothing.
love?
This is New York,
Can I
baby.
get some lines?
This is New
Can I
York.
get some lines?
This is New York,
Can
man.
I get some lines?
This is New York,
I
man.
need
This is
some
New York. You see what the ball saying?
come on,
This is
can
New
I
York.
get some lines?
So, please, everybody that's on the live right now, make sure that you do share, tag somebody, post it on all your social medias. We gladly appreciate you. We have some awesome topics that we're going to be talking about. All right, so
Yes.
that's going to happen after the interview. We got franchise is going to be the Chucky's Cut today, so we
Yes.
have that lined up and set up. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to go and vote. You know, we don't want to cheat and just put artists on there, and then when you hear the mixtape, like, yo, it's trash. I don't like that. We giving y'all a chance to have control of your vote, man.
We might leak one joint that we have.
We gonna leak one. We
On
gonna
11th.
on the 11th, right? Tune in on
We're
11th. We gonna leak
gonna
it.
leak the
We gonna
first
leak
joint.
some.
We gonna
So
leak some.
crowd.live, you know what I'm saying? Girl Code Dallas, Cowgirls Chokers of the Year Award 2022, 2023, and 2024. You can't make the line no clearer than that, man.
I don't got nothing to say. That's disrespectful. That's, you know.
Shout out to Sandy Salter. She's in the building. Sandy, we got a topic today, man. We're gonna start some trouble today, man. So make sure y'all ready. Our wide receivers, New York, Slayton, Robinson, Hodgins, and James. Yeah, that was our guys, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the future is bright for us, you know what I'm saying?
That's our brother.
Pay Galladay to stay home.
That's our brother.
We will pay him to stay home, but I think next year he gonna turn around. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it happen. All right.
But yo,
so
but hold
before
on.
we
But we got to salute our brother who's checking on New World, Old View.
Oh, shut.
Hey, Podman. I'm saying, shout out to you, my brother. And check them out next Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, on iAccess Radio.
They be having some spice
Dope
on it.
shows.
Too.
And I know
Don't
next week
come
they
on
coming
there
with it.
if you ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Tell them again. What's the
New
name of the show?
World, Old View.
Come on, they was up there playing dominoes, man.
They was playing dominoes.
They playing
man.
dominoes
I like
at
that,
one
man.
point.
I like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? I did want to steal that idea, but I felt wrong.
I would beat
I
your
felt
butt.
wrong.
I would beat your butt.
I felt wrong. You know what I'm saying? They had the dominoes going. Don't think we ain't tuned in, man. Don't think we ain't tuned in. And they're gonna give you some food for thought. Now, that's what I like about their show, because the views really do sit you down and be like, oh, let me think before I speak.
Yes.
And I like that about that show, you know, and we need more of those moments where it sit down and make you think before you talk, because we just in a society now where there's no thinking, just everybody's talking and there's no thinking. So make sure y'all tuning in for that show and all the other shows that we got on iAccess Radio that we will be running down the list of later on. Red, what's going on, Red? And
what up, Red?
Is a part of Love
Red
and Lust.
Spice.
You know what I'm saying? Good to see Red Spice in the building.
That's right.
Giants, baby, we represent Red for the Red Spice. That's how we do. I'm locked and loaded.
Come on,
so
there you go.
Don't forget, crowd.live is where you get the vote for the artist to keep or kill segment. So make sure y'all do that. We already got the code for you, so we're gonna put the code for you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, write it down. So when the time comes from 6:45 to about 6:50, you don't forget and you know what you gotta do. And you can also scan the code when we put it up, okay? So the code is CKCXC, all right? And all you gotta do when you go to crowd.live, it just asks you to put in that code. You put in that code right there, and then you just have to select kill or keep. Ain't that hard, but we wanna show some love to the independent artists, because we all come from that independent world, but we are growing more than music. We're growing more than music, all right? So that's what we're doing today. So before we go any further, I want to take a second to give some love to the family out in Memphis. For the loss of their youngster Tyreek Nichols. I hope I'm saying that right, Nichols.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to dwell on it too much, you know, because once you see the video, I don't care what color those officers were. They deserve everything that's gonna come to them in the way it should come. I mean, it was horrific, you know, to get beaten and lose your life literally 3 blocks away from your home, from your parents. It just sends chills through my body on how something like that could even happen from a traffic stop. I don't know what the cops were thinking. I don't even know if they realized that the other camera was there.
Man. Thank
Yeah,
God for
because
that could have been anything.
No, and it shows you. I think, you know, it's always been illustrated, you know what I mean, ever since the police force was created, that they were their own gang in itself, you know what I mean, going back to the KKK, you know what I mean, then, you know, when it became the blue against, you know, the streets, you know, it started
always in the cornfields. They was the overseers.
They was the overseers, and you know what I saw done to that young man was, I mean,
it's a travesty.
It was just a travesty.
Yes. My heart goes out to the Nichols.
It was. Yeah. You know, I don't want to cut too deep, but I gotta say it was murder on TV.
Yeah, we watched it. We watched our own.
I didn't think I could see anything more mind shaking than what happened to Rodney King, because I was there for that too. You know what I'm saying? We got to see that on TV. Yes. And you thought that Rodney King situation was wow. You know what I'm saying? Then you know, we done had what happened to George Floyd was tough to watch. Yeah. But this one?
This was crazy.
This one?
I don't know which one was Rodney King or this one.
No, this one. This one.
Well, I have to say this. From Emmett Till to Tyreek, we face these type of tragedies in our communities around the world for so long. And it comes a time where we get to a point where we can't stand what we stand no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's outrageous. We have to start believing in the change that is about to come. And again, we got to start living and learning to fight for what's right and die for causes, you know, because during the civil rights era, those activists, they were willing to die for what they believed in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have not taken a stand for the tragedies that has happened in our communities here in the United States. And again, to see some brothers, right? What, have you lost your mind?
Had to.
You take it upon yourself to put your hands on another black man because you wear a badge and a shield. Okay, who are you trying to prove something to?
Yeah.
Okay, they had no empathy for that man, no sympathy for that man. They didn't care what the outcome was. They did what they did. So whatever they have coming to them,
they deserve it.
I pray the great Lord show them some kind of grace, because it's not going to be pretty.
No, it's not. It's just sad. And I just pray for his family. His mother didn't want to see the video, and I truly understand. I was like, dang, I hope, it's sad that we have to live through this, time again. How many times? Come on.
Well, I think we're gonna continue to live through it until we get some balance back, and this is coming right towards Black History Month, so It's just crazy how there's always some real mess that happens right before Black History Month. But we need to get back to policing our own communities a little bit again. You know what I mean? So back when the Black Panther Party had their heads on right, there was certain things that were getting done. Because to think that even the house that he was right in front of, unless there wasn't nobody home, nobody came out their building. No. I mean, their house, their apartment.
Probably too scared.
Nobody came out with all those sirens, all those lights, all that screaming and yelling. Nobody came out. So at least if one, and then the one person that did come, they pushed him off, and then they arrested him, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. So we have to get back to a point where we care about our community, not just what's going on in your own house, you know what I mean? And Al, maybe you could tell me, I mean, what were we afraid once they took out Malcolm and Martin? Did we really lose all of the heart to get back on the front lines? Because like you said, during civil rights and even before that, voters' rights, these people, labor rights, you know what I'm saying? Like we come from this. At what point did we just forget about it and just let it go?
Yeah.
Well, again, all they did, man, they used tactics to play on the psyche that brought fear to the community and the people who supposed to be still fighting, But, I understand that, we fear the Lord, but there's no fear in God. Okay, he's there to protect us, to provide for us, and to show us the right way, to be a path unto our feet, to be our light. And we have to continue to follow those principles and our purpose of why we are here. Okay, if we don't do that, then we're going to continue to see what we've been seeing in the community.
Because I will say, and I'm speaking for the Black and brown communities that I go through every day, and I definitely feel a difference when I'm in what is, it's not always really a financially higher community, but they tend to it like it is.
Yeah.
They care about it like it is. You know what I mean? Throw them under the jail. That Red Spice, I agree with you on that. And before I saw the video, I'm not gonna lie.
They shouldn't even got bail.
Shout out to Extremities. Davon is in the building.
What's up?
What's up, my brother? I must say that before I saw the video, I was in the middle of working, so a lot of posts, a lot of alerts was coming through, and I didn't have time to really. All I said was to myself, like, wow, okay. The other side for me was, okay, as soon as these officers are black, they're automatically in jail. So I was like, hold on, how as soon as they black, they go to jail? Because I didn't have time, but I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing until I had more time to find out what was going on. So then when I saw and heard what was going on, that's why I opened up with, I don't really care what color it was. That's why I opened up with that specifically. That I don't care. These guys was coming out of left field, running, kicking like this was an old kickball game. Like just to see that happening, adults holding him up and still putting beats on him. Like, like that's why I said, the Rodney King one did something to me, but that one was like, wow. And we know, like I said, situations like this have been happening for a while. This hasn't just been happening, and that's why these individuals that get these badges feel like this is what I can do. You know what I mean? And funny as you say, you know, when Al brought it up, if you haven't seen it yet or you haven't gotten to the history books, go check out that Till movie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it was very, very understanding for the time. You know, like when you hear something coming up as a kid and they don't show you a visual or they don't really make you really understand what happened, it's like water to a duck. It just runs down your back. But seeing that movie made me understand, like, wow, when I heard it as a kid, to really understand what happened. And you fast forward to today, and they say, well, we only make 30, 40,000. These cops, you gotta protect X, Y, Z. Oh, we gotta call early. Let's open the lines. Hello, caller. Welcome to Behind Enemy Lines. You're talking live with Gatekeeper WIZZ. What's going on, caller?
Peace, man. I'm outside. I'm calling y'all phone. Franchise, man.
Oh, franchise. What's up, my All right. I'm coming outside right now.
Or you can tell me the buzzer. I can buzz myself in.
Oh, but we live. Everybody gonna be able to get in if I tell you that.
I'll go get them.
We don't want them all in. We don't want them all in. Oh, all right. So back to what I was saying. You know, this has been going on for a while. So you say you're only making 30,000 a year. You know what I mean? So people feel that, okay, since I'm only making this amount of money, then from all the shows you may have watched coming up as a kid, all the crooked cop shops, you know what I'm saying, all the crooked cop movies, that, okay, this is how I'm going to make my 100,000 a year versus, you know what I'm saying, just settling for 30,000. Whenever I can do the wrong thing, I am. But when you take on that oath, and I've never fully heard the oath, Al, but when you take on that oath, it's supposed to be to protect and serve the community.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is the most important part. Like, it's bad enough you got to worry about the negativity from the gangs or, you know, the streets, you know, and then you got to worry about the same ones that are supposed to be protecting and serving, you know, taking you out like that. It's just not right. It's just not right. So we have to get back to a point where we have the tenant patrol or the tenant patrol or something to make it a little more fair at this time. Al, if you got, pull up a video for a minute, Al. We're gonna have to run to a video real quick.
Okay, no problem. I got you. Here we go.
But yeah, it's crazy. It took a lot to see that happen, that transpire. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna shoot you a video. Let's go to Vocals by Jamel, man. I like this one.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Bottom of the bottle, because that's where I'm gonna be after watching another situation like that.
The blues, the gray, the stress, my gaze, my heart, the strange pains that I guess, my hair craziness, lipstick scribbled on my legs, eyes bloodshot, not in pain, feeling my emptiness. SOS, hello. One last swing, turn it up, bottom of the bottle, sanity leaving me, collapsing on the front porch, sailing down by the river. flatline, I rise again. 'Cause I got gifts and purpose. Bring me back to life, breathe me back to life. Every time I think about it, I cry. One last sweet, bottom of the bottle. Sanity, leaving me on the front porch. Sailing, yeah, down by the river. I'm traveling.
Yeah, what you thinking of? Things I'm dreaming of. I can't make this up. It been late night, I've been waking up. You waiting for? You made up. Yeah, Papa gotta make you proud. I see the cowards always look around. Give me the wisdom in between my brows. So fuck up, we got them even look at brows. These niggas point fingers, Salem, witch trials. I smoke them like Salem, click, click, bow. They follow verbatim any nigga style. That's why I be hard to pick them out of pal. Like, whoa, any money mo, you ain't got the glow. You just sold your soul. Always coming short while you gotta troll. Always watching niggas think that's kinda mo. Like, is he gonna win? Did he fuck that bitch? Gotta watch again. Next episode of Dragon Ball. I grind like Tony Hawk, X James, nigga. That's the Bronx, New York. I made it for King Blood, and my mama mixed that in the manger. And my daddy gave birth to my name though, so my mama gave birth to an angel. I was born in the era of Kango, not the real and the fiction, them change roll. I be cooking it up like a cater. Let me show you what I made up. Yeah. What you thinking of? Things I'm dreaming of. I can't make this up. It been late night, I've been waking up. What you waiting for? Made up. Yeah, all of it made up of gold. All these fakers really just made up of smoke and mirrors. Copper the reason I'm a soldier, nigga. Black man war like COVID, nigga. Copy, you niggas can't copy. If you a cop with a top for over, nigga. This poppy is hot as a tacky. These snakes over faces like they ain't no nothing. Stop it, I get it popping like Molly's. Grinding, I gotta count it like tallies. Honest, I gotta smoking these rappers like smoking the package. It's coming from Cali. Light up, shit ain't scary, they ghosts. They in the cabin, they jump off the boat. I'm going down with that bitch. You going down in a bitch that be giving me throat. Stay with the pole like a vote. Smelling your death like it's fentanyl coke. You ain't a boss who get set in the stove. Give me a grandma package of roll. Don't have my bottle that's hit for the dome. Don't do Moscato, it's Henny alone. Ready, let's go. I'm made up of gold. Yeah, what you thinking of? Things I'm dreaming of. I can't make this up. It been late night, I've been waking up. What you waiting for? What you made of?
And y'all hearing the tunes of Ferrari Franchise, man. We want to welcome Ferrari Franchise into the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my uncle God Jazzy Rainey. He's in the building. Make sure you get healthy. You got all our prayers with you, big uncle. Right. We about to talk about some topics after this interview, but the Bronx is in the building,
yes,
heavy
sir.
today, right?
You already
and
know.
Like I said, to my immediate left, this is Ferrari Franchise.
What's going on, y'all?
I got to give a big shout out to Hood to Hood Way Radio.
Yes, sir.
For introducing me to him. Shout out to Joey Go, Nicole Monet, and my boy DJ Trace. I keep saying my boy. The God, DJ Trace. Let me take that back. The God, because you're not a boy. He's a full-grown man. And this conversations will tell you that. So like I said, we want to turn strangers into family.
Yes, sir.
That's the goal of Chubby's Cut Behind the Enemy Lines. That's part of the things that we do, right? So I happen to be live in here on station, and I was working behind the scenes, and they had an interview, and this young man was being interviewed, and a lot of artists won't say it, but I'm the type of artist that can be a fan and a supporter and still be an artist.
Yeah. Right. Me too.
A lot of these artists nowadays think they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not buying the major, I can't support you. So at the time, the project that you dropped was called Rose.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not going to front, even though it was a 4-track EP.
Yeah.
Joints was hard.
Good looking,
and
my
it was
guy.
hard. I'm not just saying that just to butter you up. It really was good music. So I'm sitting back there, and my mentor was like, "Yo, you can connect with the people that's here." So I'm like, "Okay, that's dope." So he was one of the first artists I met on the show being interviewed that actually had good music. And then he's in the Bronx. I'm like, how the hell is this nigga in the Bronx? I never meet him. He got good music.
Yo, appreciate that, yo.
Fast forward, we have a show event. You know what I'm saying? Our first show event at Access Radio.
Summertime,
and
right? Yeah.
We got to meet Phoenix. So Phoenix is one of your people.
Yeah, that's my homegirl, yo. Shout out to her, yo.
I think you know another one of my man's King L Smooth.
Yeah, that's my guy.
So then I'm
that's
like,
my
yo,
guy.
how the hell this guy know all these people that I know, but we ain't never met?
Nah, yeah, be like that, man.
So not only did he have good music, he's in the circles that I want to be more involved in, and he has a passion. Shout out to Lady D, she's in the building. She said, "Hey y'all, make sure y'all check out Let's Be Clear Radio. They always doing right by us, so we gotta do right by them."
And happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday as well. Happy
D.
birthday as well, Lady D. So I'm following his music now. And WIZZ.
Yes.
The music kept getting better and better. I'm not saying it's the bubble. Yo, I'm an artist myself.
Yeah.
But I give credit where credit is due. We need to start doing that more.
Yeah, in New York we don't do that enough.
We gotta do that enough. So now the music is getting better and better and better to the point where I was like, yo, I gotta have him on the show.
Right? Appreciate it.
Now that was like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And he thought I forgot about him with. WIZZ,
I did. I messaged him a couple of times.
Yo, WIZZ.
You thought he was Hollywood.
I was like, oh, word. Had my homegirl up there. I can't even pop out on y'all. Word.
Shout out to Phoenix.
Yeah, shout out to Phoenix, bro.
So,
that's my homie.
I had you penciled in for a while, but I knew it was going to be into 2023. So, first of all, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
And I'm kind of glad that, you know what I'm saying, we have you right here and right now because you just dropped a new project, and we're going to get into that.
Yes, sir.
And I deals with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Rose. I want you to tell people about Rose a little bit because Rose is special, and I know you talked about it before, but I just like it's dope songs. You know?
Yeah.
It had me out there feeling like I can, you know.
I was raving.
Rose.
Yeah. Shout out to bro Ty Benson. He's on there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely great energy. But yeah, Real One Skip Excuses is a project dedicated to my brother. He passed away in 2020. His last name is Rose, so we did the whole project as a 4-track joint, you know what I mean? So this is like Real Ones, track 1, track 2, so on and so forth. And I put a lot of effort into it, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely a passion project. It's been a rough couple of years. So, you know what I'm saying? Even for this project right here.
Yeah, don't get out of the way yet.
Don't get out of the way. All right.
That's one of the questions.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, so Rose tape, you know what I'm saying? I put a lot of effort into that joint. I probably released it as like on SoundCloud for free first, and then we put it on all streaming platforms. And I've been like promoting, performing all over the city with the joint, going crazy, you know what I'm saying, with it.
Yeah, and I can see that like Rose is a really for 4 tracks is very powerful. So don't sleep on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Real One Skip Excuses. I like the whole concept of all that. Like I said, I was feeling it when you was talking about it on Hood to Hood.
Yes,
but
sir.
when I really went back, and I know you probably was bugging like, yo, this guy really joined my Instagram, and then the next day he shared my music. Like,
I appreciate all that.
It was good music, so I was willing to share it and promote it, and I like that about you.
Thank you.
You almost cracked it open, you know what I mean? So we gonna go there, you know what I'm saying? I want you to take us back to your roots of music and how you grew and became what you are now as far as the franchise.
Oh wow, that's a great question. I'm from Puerto Rican descent.
You surprised me. All right, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna do more promoting. Like I got a whole team, and they always telling me that I should incorporate that more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Puerto Rican descent, and so my mother was she dances something called bomba y plena. That's like it's a traditional like African kind of dance in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? So she was a traveling dancer, traveled all over the world. She was also a teacher, but on her off time she would do that. And then that's how she met my father. So my father was kind of like her fan, and since I was probably born, I could remember always going to her events. You know what I'm saying? So probably my roots come from that. You know what I'm saying? From her and my father too, because my father like it's a dance. It's all African like percussion. So they got an instrument called pandereta. So my dad could play that, and my mom was the dancer. She could sing all that. You know what I'm saying? So my roots come from her. You know what I'm saying, as far as the musical roots. And we was talking about like my hip hop roots. I feel like as a youngin, since I'm from Puerto Rican descent, I didn't really digest hip hop how everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? It took me some time. So I say all the time, my first record that I could remember that was like hit home was METHOD, man.
Oh, Method.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But I was rocking with that.
But see, my man told me, he's like, cause you was a kid and there's a lot of nursery rhymes in there. I didn't notice this at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think I just noticed this like 2 or 3 years ago. Actually,
I think I did too.
A lot of
Yeah,
exactly. A lot of like. So he was like, as a kid, you're gonna like that, and that's the first record. But I had 1992. You know what I'm saying? I had Onyx, Wu-Tang, all that, and that's before. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, like, whatever. But so I would say my roots probably come from like Spanish and a little late to the hip hop, but definitely in the 90s to 2000s.
Yo, and you could tell. You could tell.
Now that you said that, yeah.
Never mind, Kaiser. We got some. So that grew you into who you are, the franchise.
Yes, sir.
Right? So that name is not just a name. So you got tell us why you are the franchise.
Oh shit! Okay.
Don't slick past us, man.
So I used to play basketball for St. Raymond's and stuff like that, and Scanlon. And at the time I was playing basketball.
It was a good team though.
Worse. Yeah, of course. Hell yeah. I went there for elementary. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to high school for Scanlon. But it was at the time I was playing ball. It was like if you was the man on the team, they called you the franchise. Yeah, he was like the face of the franchise or whatever. So I took that, and at first I started DJing. Like that's how I first started.
Okay, yeah. So you hold back on it. Don't hold back on it.
My first love, first introduction to music was being a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So my name was DJ Franchise.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's where the name come from. Then I spell it a little different because one of my mans was like, "Yo, this is how I saved your name in my phone. Look at," and I was like, "Oh, that's fire." You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like I took it. The eyes, I feel like the eyes. I'm always like a visionary. You know what I'm saying? So it fit perfect with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got to touch that because that's beautiful. Just to know that you come from that Spanish descent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You incorporated everything. You know what I mean? So when I started to delve deeper into your music, I was like, wow, that's great roots, and to have education, you know what I'm saying, involved in you coming up, and we're gonna touch on that later. You know, give us a day in the life of Franchise the artist and Franchise the person. Give us a day in the life.
So Franchise the person is a dad.
Oh, my fault. Yeah. 1 second. Don't forget that. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. I appreciate it. Everybody. Emma, you said what's up. She said what's up. Kendall Blair said what's up. We will be reading your comments, so please continue to comment, like, and share. We're interviewing right now. We will get to the topics a little bit later.
Y'all can ask questions too.
Yeah, y'all can ask questions.
Peace.
The phone lines is open as well, 347-708-0216, and you can speak to the Bronx Zone franchise.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Tap in.
Yeah, he said he wanted to put spell it special too because the franchise boys was out by that time.
Oh yeah, he don't think I know. He don't think I know.
I was. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So give us a day in the life.
So Franchise, the person is a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like first and foremost, I take care of my family. So that's like the most important thing to me. As far as Franchise, the person. So a day in the life of him is just worrying about his son, and I got other 2 kids too. You know what I'm saying? So 3 kids in total. My girl, everybody, making sure they good. And I also do a lot of working from home because right now I'm doing a lot of different things. Like so. I do a lot of working from home, from the office or whatever, and Franchise the person and the businessman. That's what he do. But as far as Franchise the artist, I'm out every week. I got a open mic we do weekly, a game night. You know what I'm saying? We do weekly. I talk. I'm like I've done everything from freaking producing a reality show to just shooting my own videos. I do I had a freestyle. I got Franchise Freestyle Fridays. I shot that from my phone, and then now we doing it with an actual shooter. You know what I mean? So like you said, it's been a progression type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So a day in the life of Franchise as an artist, I feel like all artists you should be doing like it's not really just being an artist. It's like 10. I tell my girl that all the time. Like it's like things I don't even want to do. Like I don't want to do certain things. I wish I could just go to the studio and that's it. But it's like you got to do. I related to basketball because, like I said before, that's where I come from. Like if you only do music, that's like just practicing on your free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta run supersides, you gotta do 3-man weaves, you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff you don't really
drills,
you can't
touch the backboard,
yeah.
You gotta rebound.
You can't just play scrimmage games, you feel me? That's not gonna rock, you know what I mean?
And that's why I asked that specific question in that manner, because I've noticed as you start to evolve into who you really are on the inside when you're an artist. I had many names before I became the gatekeeper, and that one actually fits because of who I really am. It embodies me as a person. So when I said franchise, once again, let me start going through let me see what it really got going. When I see how you run and how you move, it's like a real franchise. It's like a company structure.
Yes, sir.
Like
yes, sir.
once you got the blueprint laid down,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can see you teaching other people and actually franchising the way you market, the way you run, and the way So it's good that you incorporating those things because they really are separating you from when I see a lot of other guys' pages.
Nah, definitely. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I put a lot of, like I said, we teach last summer was teaching kids production, engineering, and DJing or for free. You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to Umbrella Studio, shout out to Cove, and I'm Charlie. I mean, so we do from everything because my platform's called Lincoln Youth and Experience. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Links.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Links.
So the Links is what we do is we do artist development and consultation. I'm saying last summer we was in Bronxlandia. I feel like a lot of artists, even the Bronx in general, don't really have a space to come perform.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? On a stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Bronxlandia, we've been building it up. That's where the game nights come in weekly, you know what I'm saying? And we've been I do beat auctions also to try to help artists get. I was tired of artists like getting beats on YouTube all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get a connection with the producer, actually like build that tether something, you know what I'm saying, of substance, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I got my hands everywhere, and all that helps like my music at the end of the day.
It does, and like I said, because even when you did the beat bid, I was like, oh snap, he got somebody that I know through somebody else in there, and the first beat bid, I'm like, okay, that's you know what I'm saying, that's my guy right there. So you talked about the Links, and like I said, I was going to tell you to tell us everything about them, the who's, the what, the why, because you have the game night, you have what I do like that you do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about to bite that. So I'm gonna take that right now. I'm gonna say on live.
It's cool.
I like how you do the face of the franchise joint.
Oh, okay.
That's hard.
Yo, good looking.
I like that. So you gotta tell the people about that. But I like how you, once again, you give the people more than just your performance. So you do the Freestyle Friday.
Yes, sir.
You got the beat bid, and can anybody be in the beat bid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we haven't done one for this year, but I plan on in a couple, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? So for the producers, what I do is I bring young producers that you could buy beats from. You know what I'm saying? You could lease it for like $30. It's not that crazy. It starts at 30. And then I bring a veteran producer that drop some jewels. If you want to network for the producers, you know what I'm saying, so that they just not there with artists only, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole experience. I'm gonna bring that back. It's only $20 to enter. You keep all your earnings, you know what I mean? So and that's it.
And where do you host that at? Is that like in the studio?
So we about to do that at the Shake and Crab we about to mix the Sunday vibes with the beat bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'll have the artists there, you know what I mean? Because with the Sunday vibes, it's a vibe. We do a whole bunch of joints like game nights, but we gonna switch it up every week. You know
I know you be tight. Cause you be like your big bro. You gotta come through, and I be like,
yeah.
I'm telling my wife, I said, I don't think I can do anything else.
She could come with you.
No, I'm not saying she can't. We dead sleep. Cause we run so hard during the week. Shout out to Sawyer Gang. He said, my black kings, my black man, God, peace. You know
what peace.
Yeah, he's a real good dude. So the Links. Is it about 5 different people that work together?
It's like 10 of us. We have
because me and Wiz always talk about it when we bring people up. Is good to see the Bronx going hard. I haven't heard of this artist, but I will be there tuned in. That's my brother Cannibal Blaze. He's the producer. When you came up with the beat bid, and he can call in or he can type in and tell you if I'm telling the truth or not. We live right now. That's what I love about iAccess Radio. We live right now. So. True story. As soon as I heard the beat bid, I called my brother the same day, and I was like, "Yo, this artist that I just met is having this beat bid thing. I think you should do that because he makes beats and produces as well." So he was like, "Yo, you sure?" He real skeptical. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, "Yo, it sounds like something." So we gonna definitely have him in one of the next
pull up.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I got people that they
Blaze,
first
tell
catalog.
the truth a lot, man. That when I ask you, because you are embodying what I'm starting to embody now that I'm getting around a better team.
Okay.
Thanks to Al in the background. Thanks to my brother WIZZ.
Mhm.
Thanks to my uncle God, Jazzy Rainey. There's
Trees, what
other
up?
guys that's
Mike.
coming around now because before I thought a team was just your mans. Anybody that
Hell
you knew.
no.
See, I
Hell
didn't know. I
no.
didn't know that. So that's why I said
Nah.
it's important that we say that a team. I see how y'all work.
Yes, sir.
WIZZ, we even came to our own event and they're about to charge us.
Nah,
what kind of team is this? They don't know who the people is around here. What's going on here? But I like how y'all run because everybody seems like they take pride in what they're doing.
Yes,
and they
sir.
want to be a part of your success is their success.
Yes, sir.
And it's hard to find that.
And it's a team.
And it's a
Yeah.
team. So we always talk about that team. So let's talk about the links a little more because you brought up game night.
Yes, sir.
Is a thing you have. You got the Freestyle Friday.
Yeah, that's me. That's not really the links, but
know,
still the links.
Because everything is
it's still under the umbrella.
You can't tell that it's divided.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
you're
the
right.
best part.
You're right.
So you got the Freestyle Fridays. You
Yes,
got
sir.
Face of the Franchise.
Yes, sir.
You got the Beat Bib.
Yes, sir.
You got the music that you drop
Yes,
in.
sir. Got videos. You got videos.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Tell us about that team.
So yeah, shout out the links, man, and actually Franchise Freestyle Fridays. I've been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I do like how you. One more sidebar.
Mhm.
I do like how you did the Jadakiss joint to every Jadakiss.
Yes.
Then now you're doing it to
Nas. One of my
these
are my most inspirational artists, like to me. You know what I'm saying? That's inspired me the most in my writing. You know what I'm saying? So Nas is heavy. You know what I mean? And I take. You don't even understand so much pride to rap on these beats. You know what I'm saying?
I do. As an artist, and I told my brother that, you know what I'm saying? And he's a producer, right? So for me to step on a legendary track, I know that I cannot go up there playing around, like, because the respect you give it to the artist. And like I said, you don't see too many independent artists doing that. Yo, I'm paying homage to Jadakiss, so I'm gonna rap on all Jadakiss beats, not because I need any more clout, but to give back homage. I think that's a dope thing to do.
I think you can't get on a classic spin some both. There's beats I won't get on. There's beats I won't get on because so this joint, like, I've been doing franchise freestyles for years. But this time I'm doing it. Shout out to Bro Claus. You know what I'm saying? He been shooting these joints. It's called a Soak freestyle, Son of a King freestyle.
Yeah, I like how you did that too. Yeah. Go ahead, keep going.
So this is a story of the making of the project of Son of a King, and I did it through freestyles. You know what I mean? I just dropped part 2. I'm dropping it every week. It's a 4-part story, and it's kind of like the journey of what it took to even do this project and to make this project, to be honest, or just to continue. Like, the links has been a major part, you know what I'm saying, of that. You know what I'm saying? They've been helping, been supportive, and I don't think I'll be able to even come out with this project or even be on this type of like space to even like come out with this without them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out them. Like, the people on the team is Ism, shout out to Iz, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about a team too. Like, I thought it was like what you said. It was my mans or whatever. Yeah. But then the thing about my mans, they all rappers though too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all at the end of the day want to be the man. When I decided, once I started filling in people the roles that don't want to be rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when it started working together as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a few of us that are, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of us aren't. There's like 10 of us. I would say probably like 4 of them are artists. The rest of them.
That's smart. And it took me a while. I had to bump my head a couple times to get there. So
and we're not even in the same lane, the artists. Like I said, Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? Kelly, me and Ty, we 2 different type of artists. You know what I'm saying? So very, very smart. Shout out to them. Is Ism, he in the building. Shout out to him. Shout out to Ty Bansom. Shout out to Demi, he handles our media. Shout out to Adam, he also handles media. Shout out to Doe, he does our visuals. Shout out to E, he does our design. Shout out to Tick, he supports, like, he's just there or every time, you know what I'm saying, giving his input. Shout out to Kelly Benz, he's one of the artists that we've been developing. Shout out to Cap, he's there all the time. Shout out to Uno, he handles our sound. Shout out to Tribeca, he produced my last joint. He does production, he does everything. You know what I mean? So that's the whole, like, that and there's more, but you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much the team right now.
That's a team. Yeah, that's a squad. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
shout out to Phoenix too. She in the team too. Shout out to Phoenix. I can't forget her.
Phoenix is a friend, and family member on this show. She ain't gonna be hiding too long. She gonna be back sooner.
Yeah. We spoke. She back on deck, and she's a tremendous artist as far as like she does she could play keys and
yes.
sing.
Yeah.
So, word.
Before we get too much deeper, you know what I'm saying? Because I did see a couple lives when you had your son in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He was doing
yeah, that's my
the promo
guy.
for you know what I mean?
That's
So,
my guy.
what's it like being a parent and an independent artist?
Um, um, I want to say the easy answer is difficult.
That's the true answer. I
always say that's the like true answer, but it's like he sometimes just come out of nowhere to sing my songs and stuff like that, and I like to I see him if I wasn't the way I was, I wouldn't probably be trying to hone like his musical side or artistic side because I probably would just be working all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to be, but I mean, now being an independent artist, I'm able to like, I have the space to like kind of, you know what I mean, help him and teach him and see him grow in a different kind of way, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, word. And he's like old, like he knows the Russian alphabet, this kid. So like, he's different. Yeah. So yeah, I want to make sure he has a space to grow. Yeah. This kid is different. He knows all, like today he was playing with the periodic table and he's 6. Yeah, he's 6.
Yeah, that's special. You know what I mean? And I've always had to go through that, and I wanted to touch on that because a lot of times people think that we're so tied into the music that we forget about our kids.
Yes.
And and I wanted to make sure. Once again, I'm tying this all around for a reason because son of a king.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
the
sir.
album already entitles what you're doing as a father.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
like
sir.
to applaud that. You know what I mean?
Thank
Especially
you.
black
Thank
and
you.
brown people.
Yes.
We're always thinking that we're not there for our kids because we're running the streets and we're trying to make this money, but we're there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Every
that's
day.
That's
Every
an
day.
important thing. You know what I mean? So I applaud you
Thank
on
you,
that.
man.
And please continue to do that.
Yes,
now, you hiding franchise. I gotta bring you out, man.
sir.
So I gotta bring you out. I got the shades on and all that. We gotta bring you out.
Yes, sir.
Tell us how education, and your mom's was a teacher, like you said. How education in the field of music has helped you and prepared you for where you are now.
Oh, big, major. You know what I'm saying? I went to 5 Towns. I went to IAR when it was out.
Yeah, I almost went there.
I went to Institute of Audio Research. And I worked Universal Motown for like 2 years in the sales department from the school. And I ain't gonna lie, some of the connects I made from school, even to this day, like I'm gonna be performing in February at something called Steel Sessions with Buddha the Future. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. They don't really even let artists, you know what I'm saying, perform like this. Is the first time they doing it. So I went to school with Buddha the Future.
That's crazy.
Word. So it's like that education was it separated me as it's like playing. You could ball in the park or you balling like in school. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's different type of vibe. Like you could be nice in the park,
but when you on that
when you on the court,
team,
yeah,
it makes it a big difference.
Yes,
I played high school ball. I was on City Old State.
Yes, sir.
So I understand what you're saying. And actually, like I said, a lot of things that I thought I knew, I really didn't know. And certain things you can't just pick up just from watching other people do it. You really got to go in the building. So I went to SAE last year, and it during the pandemic, I didn't get everything that I was supposed to get. But one thing that did spawn out of it was the organic and real relationships, like you said.
Wow.
So and to know now, okay, wow, this why it does this, or this plugs into this.
Yes.
To understand
that's
the
important.
jobs
Yeah.
that other people were doing, because I was just oblivious to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oblivious. Hell yeah.
To some of the things that people were doing and how important it was.
No, it's important.
In the whole process. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's giving me a different respect, and I like to say that all the time. You know, a lot of people think, just because you graduate high school or school is not for everybody. It's not that it's not for everybody, but for whatever position you want to get better in, this education that's going to make you better.
It's going to make you better.
So I don't care if you want to be a therapist, you know what I'm saying, or a parachute jumper. You got to go to classes and practice.
Of course.
And we have to take that on a little more serious, I believe, as independent people in music as well.
So that we had a meeting earlier, and what I will say is that the passion of I want to do music so bad that I'll do everything for music except, you know what I mean, just minus sell my soul or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I love music, bro. So it's like I want to do this shit. Even the franchise, the freestyles and the face of the franchise joints. Yo, I edit them joints. It's so much work, bro. Like I spent the whole day yesterday. I messed up. I was like, I had to reshoot it. It's so many things you gotta do, and this has nothing to do with rap. You feel me? Like, it's not me just going to the studio. So it takes a lot of work, but if like it pays off at the end of the day, because I could do other things that's just not related only to music, and it brings other people like another following. It brings substance to what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep it going like that.
So, but,
Once, oh, go ahead.
okay,
Go ahead. No.
like I'm saying, like what you're saying as far as the artist, how is it with you as far as with sitting back with the marketing team?
So yeah, marketing is a major thing. You know what I'm saying? You should spend a lot of time promoting, and that's why I do like the face of the franchise, the freestyles, because I'm trying to get everybody to go and listen to the streaming joint. I mean, to stream the project. So I think that's my game plan. When you have a project, anything that you release, you have to have some sort of game plan that is not just releasing music. I've done that before and it doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying?
Because people don't understand as far as with the marketing, as far as now. Back in the day, I used to do promotions as well. Now, social media made it so easier to have the access to reach to people.
Yes.
So,
yes.
as far as that, like some people, like I didn't know you Spanish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But a lot of things you do the research behind it because you know Spanish and Black always consist in the hip hop.
Always since the beginning. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, you look at like, when somebody, I had to argue somebody down because they didn't know Fab.
Dominican. Oh shit. That's crazy. Shout out to Fab.
Because a lot of people only see the outer. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but then you gotta go back and hear when he just started doing reggaeton. Then you might know.
Not even in his albums, he'll let you know. Está loca.
They now from him doing drink chant.
Oh yeah. It's been like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like as an artist, marketing is major. You know what I'm saying? Marketing, real estate, and relationships, they play major parts in whatever you do. You know what I'm saying?
And how's the support though?
Yeah, the support, thanks, like I said, the team helps major because I'm not really a young artist and I'm not no drill artist. I'm not going to have like 30, 40 people from my block. Like,
that's the struggles I go through. I understand.
That's not really my thing. So having a team, shout out to Bronx Landia, they helped me also to expand, over there too. Getting real estate as far as like having the space to bring artists. I've always had connects with artists, but having a team is major.
Real estate.
Yeah.
People don't understand this. Yeah. Like now, it's like with the pandemic, it shuts down a lot of showcase for artists to show faces.
Yes, sir.
And definitely in the Bronx.
Hell yeah.
You know, we used to have the fever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the Bronx don't got nobody comes to the Bronx.
Every time I performed, I was either going to Brooklyn, Queens, or out of state. Like, it's very hard. Like even
no, it's worse now, bro. When you go to Brooklyn, they be like the Bronx in the building. It'd be crazy. I was like, where y'all at? They need to come to my show in the Bronx, bro. It'd be crazy. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Questions for franchise, man, please put them in the chat room, or you can also call in 347-708-0216. So, give us a rundown on a couple of albums or projects that you got on.
So yeah, we got Son of a King. That's a project dedicated to my father. His name is Ray. So Ray in Spanish is King, Son of a King.
And 3 Kings just passed.
Oh, see, and I dropped it on Martin Luther King Day. You know what I'm saying? Word. So I always drop music on Martin Luther King Day. So it's just funny that it's for years, probably like 7 years or whatever. So it's just funny that everything lined up. So yeah, Son of a King is out now. The leading single for that is Of. I got another single with my bro Tony Miles. He's also part of Links, but he just moved to Florida. Priceless, you can check the video for that. Got Rose, know what I'm saying? Real One Skip Excuses. The video's still out. I'm over there doing portals and all types of crazy shit. So, you know what I mean? Tap in.
So, getting into this next question, you almost got into it in the beginning. And I wanted to hold this kind of for the last question on purpose. Because Rose was an emotional album, you know what I'm saying, for you. You know what I'm saying? The loss of your friend.
Yes, sir.
And as I listened to Son of King, you know what I mean, I realized that was also an emotional album for you because, and like I said, I know I'm just getting to know you as an artist, but I feel like I'm meeting you at your grown point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I like the way that you're attacking your past and not a sad way, you know what I'm saying? And when you people hear the album, you'll get what I'm saying. So Son of a King, in Rose, you lost your friend.
Yes, sir.
Son of a King, you lost your mom and your dad.
Yeah, so Son of a King. No, this project is dedicated to my dad. So my yeah, you're right. In the process of me making Son of a King, I lost my mom. Yeah, so
couldn't believe it.
Yes,
Wow.
so I ain't gonna lie, this project mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time. Rose, I recorded myself. Like I went to school for engineering, so I know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying, but this one I went to the studio. And we mixed everything from scratch. I really put a lot into it. It's my first like full studio project. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds great. I love the way it sounds. And I didn't from Rose. I was kind of getting tired of like the pity party, and even though Rose ain't that.
Yeah, it ain't that. Yeah,
it ain't that. But it's just like you said, like all this stuff is happening at once, and while I'm creating this project, so I wanted this project to. My father wasn't really a down person; he was an upbeat person. I wanted what he taught me, his lessons, and the way he is, and the person he was, and the way he raised me to be cemented forever. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the best way to do that is through audio, and best way I know how to do it is through music. So.
Red
Yeah, hell yeah.
Red said, where can she find the music?
It's on all streaming platforms. Son of a King. You could just franchise my name, FRANCHEYEZ, and just tap in with me, man. I got a whole slew of stuff. A matter of fact that you say like the roots. My milestone, I would say, is probably doing a song with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song with my mother, word in Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Trayline and shout out to Dot Vieira. She was in the building as well. We appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. We're live with franchise. Man, I enjoyed you, and I'm kind of mad. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all didn't hear the song before, I think we'll play that again. And we have franchise to be featured in Chucky's cut today. So make sure y'all get suited and booted to be able to vote for the song. And we're gonna get ready to transition to our meat and soul of Behind Enemy Lines.
Okay.
What we talk about.
Ask one more question.
We're gonna go to one question. We ain't going nowhere yet. I just want the people to know we're gonna get to that. But don't forget your question, Wiz.
All right.
I'm mad at you. I want to tell you why I'm mad at you.
Okay.
You sent in 2 hot songs. But you gotta go listen to all 4 of them and how they go together.
Oh yeah. I wanted to touch on this.
So Wiz, don't forget this. Son of a King.
Yes,
Each one of them is a track. You think it's slick.
Yeah.
I just want you to know you think it's slick. So and what he did is that every the title is looped in the song somewhere. But you got to be listening to catch that.
Yes, sir.
I said, oh, he think he's slick. That's real smooth how you did that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That track number 4.
King. Yeah.
That track number 4.
I put
track number 4. That's what you were supposed to send in today.
Yeah, okay, King.
Why you do me like that?
So you know what? I'm getting a lot of response for that record. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That record. So this is for all artists. Don't think that you could go to the studio and just record one time and that's it. For like some records, I recorded that record like 6 or 7 times. Not myself only. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a different hook. I changed verse one time. And that song, I put a lot of work into, bro.
And you can hear it. Wiz, can you just tell us the hook of that song before Wiz asks you a question, if you remember it?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't. That's shout out to my bro Fado. In general, I can't.
But I'm gonna break down the synopsis of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, my father raised me as a king, so now I'm raising a king.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand when you said that? Like,
yes, sir.
If your pops was here to hear how you represented him so far on this album. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a father, like I wish my kids
would do something.
And my son, when I do have them, if they talk about me like that when I'm going, then I know I've done my job.
Nah, my dad, man.
You gave your dad his flowers.
Thank you, man.
Like,
thank you, bro.
It's really, really dope. Yo,
thank you,
it's
bro.
Really, really dope. Go ahead, Wiz.
No, I just want to know as far as the Spanglish.
Yes.
You said Spanglish?
It's Spanglish.
No, that's what they say. Spanglish.
Hey, Al, Wiz over here making up words again.
Nah, that's a real word. That's a real word. That's a real word. The Spanish people will tell you, what you doing with the Spanglish?
Jim Jones is coming out with a Spanglish album.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
So
shout out to Davon. He said he's in
Yo.
he got to hear this.
So, and it's funny he say that. Yes, I will. I got a couple records that I've been working on. I don't want to give the sauce away because I feel like, but I ain't gonna lie. I've been tapping in with the Spanish. I did the record with my mom. A lot of people. Yeah, I got this record with my mom. Cover, shout out to Cov. He produced it, and that's one of my favorite records. And I don't play it too often because it's a Spanish record or whatever. But my team always talking about, like, you know what I mean? Yo, we need to play that record. Got a new record that's I might be performing from time to time so y'all can see. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap into the Spanish round. Why not?
It's dope. Yeah, because I'm trying to tap into my Spanish.
Yeah, too, you know? I got Conan too. I got a record with Conan in Spanish too. It's called Piñones. If you ever been to Puerto Rico, that's like the black part of Puerto Rico. You know
yeah, Conan, that's my people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's family. That's my family.
Spanish in there somewhere. I just gotta find it. I gotta find it.
Now we all black.
When you go to the bodega, man.
¿Qué pasó, papá? Why?
Chop cheese.
Hey.
Wiz said chop cheese.
So yeah, like I said, man, y'all can find the franchise. Make sure y'all go and find them. Stay tuned at 6:45. You're gonna hear another track. But he lucky I didn't bring my computer because I would bring up that the whole four. Because you gave shout outs to your pops in the beginning, which was dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then and then the A, you know what I'm saying? The A was dope too.
Yes, yeah.
And to cap it off with the
With the king, I wanted to give him some hip hop at the end.
No. I need all that. Like, give me it all. Like,
I'm gonna send you. I got it. I'm gonna send
like, I had that at home on repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
peace. Yo, what? All right, good looking, my guy.
All right, so now we're gonna shift gears a little bit because Behind the Enemy Lines is a show where we talk about relationships from the male point of view. You know what I'm saying? But we don't exclude the ladies. I know that's what y'all came here for. I came here for the controversies, and we're gonna bring it today. Okay. And we got about 3 topics, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna have time to get into all of them. But we're gonna play around. Y'all decide where y'all want to go. Okay. We got one topic, which is who needs more protection, men or women? Okay, and when we talk about that, we're not talking about like the violence part. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the change in society. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, it used to be women that couldn't get jobs and they felt left out. You know what I'm saying? But has society changed to where the man now is being attacked from so many angles, whether it's education, whether it's jobs, whether it's racism, you know what I'm saying, police brutality, you know what I'm saying, and even your spouse sometimes, you know what I mean? So that's one topic. Do you see commitment as a trap? That's another one.
Why y'all looking this way?
Everybody up here want nobody up here want these.
I was like, do you see commitment as a trap?
And the one thing that a lot of women think that we don't have, but you know, if y'all want to take this route, do men have a turn-off switch?
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So since you the guest, we're gonna ask you where you want to start. And please, people, folks, y'all can all chime in. The lines is open.
We're gonna go with turn off switch. That's the last
he went the easy route. He took the easy route, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so franchise, tell us, you're a man, your father, you know what I'm saying, 3 children.
Yes, sir.
What is a turn off switch?
Yo, I don't really like the extra.
Don't worry. Listen, you speak how you want to speak.
No. I'm trying to
security. You know what I'm saying? So you safe, right?
I'm trying to. I don't really like too much low classness. If that's like if you too
give
much.
It to us. Yo, what's low classness?
Like if you too and all that, I can't. That's a turn off.
But that's a sexy thing right now.
No,
kids love that stuff.
Nah.
You better know who you talking to.
No.
Because now I see the older women starting to pick that up, Wiz.
Nah.
Don't be fronting, Wiz.
It's sad.
I don't like it. It's I've never liked it. I don't know why. If that's like something that like females are aspiring to do or whatever, but I don't like it. It is a turn off. Maybe it's cool from time to time. Like if you blurt it out, you got a little hood in you, that's cool. But if it's the whole time, I feel like I'm talking to one of my mans, like we playing 2K or something.
Yo, son.
Word. Yo, bro. You know, be like, yo, what are you? Yo, come on. What is this? This is weird.
Guys that are tuned in, let us know. Do you have a turn off and what it is? Because, and the reason I asked this, Wiz, you know what I'm saying? Because I was watching a relationship happen, right? And the guy was turned off completely by what was going on, right? And then the girl just figured, you know what? I'm going to throw this at him and he's still going to take it. And she was surprised that he wasn't for taking in her. You know what I'm saying? You still expecting a man to perform at your drop and every beck and dime when you don't think that we have turn-on switches?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like this. Go ahead.
No. When the comments read up, we can all read them. Okay. So you get that one. You get that one.
All right. So okay, let me just
He said, "Yeah, I agree."
I know. I'm messing with. I'm messing with this.
Yeah, agree.
Our sister, Dr. Vera. She said, "Yeah, I agree. A huge turn off."
You know what I'm saying? When they start talking like, cause we used to call that chicken head back in the days. I don't know what you call it now.
I was telling my man, I was like, they used to, it used to look down upon like that type of like whatever. Even though whatever was around, but like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, niggas just like, nah, that's the thotty joint.
Double B said he feels like he's talking to his mans. Yeah, like women's etiquette has kind of went out the window with the change.
Is it New York women?
Yeah, I definitely. Ratchet behavior is a turnover. Devon said that.
Ratchet behavior, yes. Right? Mm-hmm. And you know how they say don't waste it, right? She said don't play with it.
Nah. I take a joke. We could, you know what I'm saying? But if it's the whole time we in a gang meeting, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it.
But I think a lot of women don't think that men have turn-off switches. Wiz, when have you been in a situation where your turn-off switches kicked in?
When something's like pushy or stressful, too stressful where it shouldn't be. On a level as far as it could be anything.
Like going to get like ordering something. Like what you want for dinner, right?
Yeah, like that. Or if you order and then she arguing with the waiter or something.
Oh yeah.
Something that would be a turn off.
Yeah.
Like this. That used to be a rule back in the day. Don't be arguing with the person.
They're gonna spit in your food.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked for this.
These girls nowadays, they just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I came up in an era where a woman can make an old dress looks so amazing.
Facts.
I used to be turned on by everything when it came to a woman. Nowadays, I'm glad I'm married.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm married.
Because
I'm telling you, like between the way that they talk, the way that they walk, the way that they act towards you. Traylon said feminists created this to be acceptable in our society. Our women are way too masculine. And
that's
then
all
they're mad that we're trying to get the masculinity back. They don't even want us to get it back. So I could come into a room, because I got younger daughters. Now I'm in the 25, 23-year-old range, and now my 12-year-old, man, she done lost her mind too. Everybody coming in and then, right? It's football night. I'm supposed to be watching the game. I can't watch the game because they done taking over. You understand what I'm saying? Like now, there's a lot of turn-offs that women don't know that they turn off.
I'm trying to teach my daughter that too.
They don't want to get their head.
Nobody want to hear like all the we don't want to hear all that all the time. Not saying all right. To me, it's not that it's not about hearing. It's not a New York thing. It's the way they brought up. See, that's what I'm about to say. It's a team effort type of thing. I think that the balance, I think the partnership of a relationship has been kind of like faded. Like the lines have been blurred. There's no boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
None.
Like, so it's like, for instance, like what you just said. Like I'm supposed to be a man for certain things. And then in other times I'm not. Like I'm the worst. I'm like
you get a timeout.
You get a timeout switch. But then they want to take the lead.
Yeah. No. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely in any team. In partnership.
But when they say, well, the women's society says this is how it's supposed to go.
Nah.
Man, did you see Barney and Fred argue about dinner? When they came home with the cartoons? No. Well, ma, and then the food came.
But what I will say is this environment has also sprouted people who are like people who are false masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like it sprouted a whole bunch.
First time I heard that one, I like that one.
Yeah, because it's like
say that word again.
False masculine. Because it's at the end of the day they try to like boost up what a man should be. Oh, you gotta be this. Oh, you gotta have guns. Oh, that. And that's like, yo, bro. At the end of the day, you're just a provider. That's what a man should be. At the end of the day, all of this. So it's a whole bunch of dudes that, to me, never probably had chicks in their life. You know what I'm saying? And they just probably now, because they whatever, so they just exercising their power. You know what I'm saying?
Daviera said it's the growth and realization how women's supposed to really act, especially with their men.
Yes.
And like it's cute the first time you wear my boxers, you know what I'm saying? But now every time I go in the drawer, there's none of mine because you're wearing all of them. Do I parade around in your panties?
Yo, word.
Can I have my space back? Yo. And a lot of women won't think, oh, why is he mad at me? Why is he turned off? Listen, man, you got on my underwear.
It's boundaries.
That means first of all, you can't even fit them. So now you rolling them up.
Even I did a little couples therapy in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I had told them is like, when my father and mother, there be times where like now females have to be right all the time. I don't know if it's only females because sometimes dudes are like that too.
No, they're females. No, that's the false masculinity.
Yeah, okay, you're right. That's who they are. You're right. The false masculinity.
False masculinity.
So back in the day, I remember my mother, like my dad would be wrong about something. She's not really gonna argue with him if she knows, like she gonna be like, all right.
Not these women.
They're gonna argue
never
you down.
Retreat, never surrender. They must watch the Spartan 300 movie and they just turned it into
it's like
you come back 3 weeks later, they ain't saying the same thing.
Those small things like that, they play they help. They're huge in a relationship. Yeah. Huge.
And you know what the beautiful part was, and this is why we try to create more healthy relationships with behind the enemy line. I said, me and Wiz, we can't stand each other. We really can't. But this is why we get along for these 2 hours, because you hear what he said? He was able to watch his parents and his mother pick that up at an age like, okay, you know what? Damn, mommy was wrong. And she ain't say it. She didn't have to physically, verbally say, all right, Poppy, you're right, I'm wrong. But she knew it. She backed down. And he remembers that.
No,
you'd be surprised.
There be times when my pops is wrong and she not arguing him like, yo, what the? All right, go ahead. You can feel like you're right. Go ahead. I'm saying, I'm telling you it's wrong, but all right.
And you need that collectively in the relationship with kids to see that male, female can get along, disagree, and it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, independent.
Double B said, women have to do double work. See, you know, why do y'all think women are the only ones that do double work? So if y'all do double work, then we got to times that at least by another 2. And that was why I wanted to talk about my first topic with us being protected. You know what I'm saying? Because we get kind of criticized about everything, from the walk, from the talk, the job or not having a job, jail or not jail, my boys, or if I'm gonna be an in-the-home dad, you know what I'm saying? Stay-at-home dads. It's not as important as a stay-home mom. There's a lot of different things that are attacking the male figure, masculinity, forced masculinity, or front masculinity.
And let's not even add the black man like aspect to that.
We have, and that's another part of it that we seem to forget. So tell me to stop, to set up, and we'll turn down. Tell me to step up and we'll turn down. Tell men, I think she's going to say men, tell me to step up and we'll turn down. Believe we don't want to be in control. We want y'all to take reign. I find that hard to believe, you know what I'm saying? Because, guys, Chomp, don't let me just...
I find that...
Hey, listen, fellas, we got a lot of comments. Let's get through these comments, and then we can comment.
Okay. That's now how it's supposed to go. That's what feminist women said. Okay. They're called simps. We got to talk about that too.
Word.
Provide and protect her. We learned about the 3 P's in the last show.
What they do. Provide and protect.
The problem is the older women trying to keep up with the young ones. Hey man, I could do all the reading. Y'all can help me out.
Oh yeah. I could read some. Go ahead. It said, I'm right all the time.
That would be the way you.
And that's what the problem is. You don't gotta be right all the time.
Feminist.
That comment was in response.
Y'all can't be making
these blanket statements. Okay.
What makes it a blanket statement?
You want some more substance to it?
Yeah, we gonna
leave the home, follow the script.
Okay.
I think women only have to do more work because they want to. We're not willing to be feminine and submit to a strong man. So men don't want to deal with that. So we remain single and then complain.
Thank you, Doc. And we talked about that word submit too. It means something totally different than what y'all think.
Yeah, I think it's not like a slave.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not that.
When men leave the home, women have double work. You gotta read the comments in real time.
Let's give him an analogy for that too. What is it?
I like double.
What is that? What she said?
Coming out my head.
You gotta read the comments. You're not reading the comments in real time. All right. Excuse me. She coming at you, B.
You know why we ain't reading in real time? Because we have a real conversation. But we don't get to you, Double B, because we don't like the way you coming at us, Double B.
We need like a comment sound, like when there's a comment sound, fling the sound.
It usually come up, but we
be talking.
I apologize. So back to, you want to get Double B first?
So I'm gonna give you a metaphor.
Yeah, top.
If submit, I'm talking about submit. That's nothing with double B.
Okay.
If we were in the woods somewhere, right?
The woods.
The woods somewhere that we don't know where we at.
We don't know that.
And we have to go to find help, right?
Yeah.
From help, yeah.
Would you want to be in the lead and want me to follow you, or would you want me to lead and you follow me? But either way, somebody has to be in the lead. We both can't be going separate ways.
Oh, don't you follow me?
Right?
B, I know you double B from IS Music.
Yeah. Okay. So I say that I feel like it depends on what you want to be. If you the type of woman that you the head of the household, all right, then maybe that whatever. I'm saying that goes to you. But if your man's the head of the household and y'all have this, then you gotta follow suit. You gotta support him and what he wants to do, right? Support. You know what I'm saying?
Support.
Not saying that he's not going to support you. He's definitely going to support you.
That's right.
But that's how the teamwork goes as far as like a man and a woman relationship. We are not equal.
No, don't let the woman hear that.
No, we're not equal. We can't. They say they like if hold on. If we're in a team, right? In a team, if do you want 2 point guards?
No, somebody got to be.
Do you want a point guard or a center?
You got to have a point guard and a center.
Do we want to both be in the same position?
Same position.
Hold on. Trey Line said that's when they become feminine, when a bear is chasing.
Right.
And shout out to Double V, man. She got some.
Shout out to her. She throwing shots. I like it.
I gotta give her credit because we was talking about performing back to the Bronx. She has been doing that with a project they've been doing in Co-op City with Bobo's Crabs.
Oh, I'm supposed to be going there tonight, I think.
Yeah. Double V, you can put that up in the chat. I was supposed to perform at the next one.
I'm gonna pull up tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's up.
She's working on that. She's from the Bronx as well.
Oh shit,
they got a dope show. I was able to.
I'm gonna see you tonight, Double V.
Very dope show. All the woods, we both got to be in the lead. There's no both. We got to be in the lead. Didn't you hear we just?
How we both? Where are we going?
Oh,
if we both in the lead, that's not how it go.
You know, and they program us to feel like we're not supposed to leave.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And when the man does leave the house, you know, there's reasons why he left that house, and we try to leave that out a lot of the times. And a lot of times the kids don't get to see that, you know. And I think that's why I felt your album so much, because 2 things happened over the past week. First of all, you know, I grew up without my dad. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I reached out to him, it was too late. He passed away.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? And I saw my friend post the other day on one social media site. He was like, yo, it's been years since I spoke to my real dad, but something made me call him, and I'm glad I did because I needed that conversation. And then I heard your album. So you see how things work? A lot of times as a kid, we perceive, oh, dad left, so dad ain't shit. Yeah. Something my dad did, my dad did.
Yeah.
But sometimes the women, you know what I mean, because of what society has done to us, put y'all in competition with us.
With us, it's not a competition.
Gave you all of our jobs, you know what I'm saying?
And let's be more specific. Is our minority women, because white women submit to their white men.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't see them fighting over who gonna walk the dog.
I see poor white women and men do that. But I don't see.
I'm not walking him. I'm not walking.
Yeah, I see shit like. I barely see.
Daryl.
Like you barely see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And when you in like I said it in nicer terms before. And a lot of times, because when you get into these other environments, because they look so much better, you think that the people over there are making a lot more money and they're doing things different. No, they're just working as a unit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Double B said y'all making blanket statements. What kind of woman y'all dealing with? We dealing with you women from the Bronx.
I'm not even dealing. I got a girl. I ain't dealing with none of them. I just this is why I stay away. I was telling I have all my team is single. All my team is single, and I listen to their problems. I'm like, yikes.
Some men leave because they want their cake and party, the ice cream and peanuts, but don't lead the relationship to progress. But what percentage of that? Because I believe that's a blanket statement too.
I think so. What I will say is we could all agree that that men are being treated or attacked in a different way, and women are kind of prized, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example.
Yes.
Father's Day, Mother's Day. Nobody remembers about Father's Day.
I'm still waiting for my flowers.
About that last week.
Yo, Mother's Day, like, is like, even for me, I remember, like, yo, for my mom, I used to get her these statues. It was like $300. For my dad, yo, here's some socks. Like, here's some ties.
That's coming from
Word.
You don't bring me flowers.
Like, word. So, like, let's be honest.
Barbecue.
Word.
And somebody's birthday, birthday or graduation or prom.
Here's some ties. You good?
And that's the thing. When you have so much feedback, in these relationship areas, this is why we can't fix or bridge the gap. Because instead of us just sitting back and listening and say, hey, maybe they got a point right there. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about every relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about even the turn off switch, they don't think we have a. You know what could be as simple as a simple turn off switch that you might not think it is? Just coming home and saying, how you doing? I love you. When I first come in the door.
Yeah.
Instead of me coming in and I've been outside fighting all day. I'm barely coming home with my sword and my shield. I'm dragging through the door.
I don't want to fight at home.
And then you gotta come in the home and fight.
This is my only safe space, right? My own peace.
Hey, if y'all making blanket statements, I'm following the man's lead. It's not y'all want.
It's not what y'all want.
It is what we want. We want
what we need.
Both the Giants and Cowboys are out. Now, will y'all continue to have great shows? That's my man, D. That's my man, D. There y'all go talking about the white man's holiday. Stop it. Now she's mad. We're talking about the white man's holiday.
Oh man.
My God. Double V,
I'm gonna see you later.
I'm gonna see you later, Double V. I love you. Go ahead.
Hey, Double V, you need to call in.
You need to call in. We need to
347-708.
0216.
One more time.
347-708-0216. We want all the smoke.
Yes,
you know what I gotta say?
What?
I'm gonna say this. Mother's Day, a national holiday.
National.
Father's Day is an asterisk.
Yes. That shit is, nobody knows.
Look, because
it changes.
Because of the fathers like us that been complaining, that's what we gotta give them something, man, because they starting to multiply. They like roaches. They starting to multiply. First, we like 1 or 2 of us. Now it's about 2,500 of us. They like, hold on.
Nah, we was talking like, yo, I think like the roles like have been like my friend, like I said before, is they single. So I think the roles have been changed crazy because it's like these chicks are borderline like dudes. Like they approach you like they approach you like a dude. Like they want like, yo, I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
Smack in the
it's
butt,
crazy, word.
Like,
it's almost like what the hell happening?
Like,
what's happening? And then you can't even like I seen a meme of Adrian, and he was talking about how he got raped, how he felt like he got raped, and there's girls there, they all laughing at him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm dead ass. Like I feel like I got raped. I woke up naked."
Talking about the white man's holiday, Double B's laughing. Y'all gotta type in the chat. I'm slow.
Okay.
She got to type in the chat. She's slow. But that's when you. But it's crazy how you say that. That's why you know what I'm saying. Who needs more protection, men or women?
Is there a double standard?
And like I said, when I say protection, just over all the things you've been saying, I'm not talking about physical violence. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about as far as being the man. You know what I'm saying? And fighting all the things you got to fight outside, and then to be able to come home.
We need protection from WB.
I think
WB ain't playing. She got a ladybug too. Ladybug.
Hey. Chill, I'm scared.
Hey, don't be scared. So, and when we saw a video, and it was an actual woman that spoke on the video and said, you know what? Men nowadays need more protection than women because of what we've been talking about, whether it's racism, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the masculinity, whether it's the talking down to them, whether it's now they're in control in the system of how the United States is working to make a man feel like he ain't crap. Because I even seen some real good dudes that I know first on hand go into these courtrooms and get treated like they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So how are you gonna want to continue to, or how you even mentally, physically, like if you don't got a good team around you when you're going through this stuff, you're gonna look like someone that can't be here, and then you wonder why you get to the mental health part of it now, and men are taking themselves out.
Because you like honestly, you kind of feel like it's not a win. It's like everything is not. I feel like now that you put it that way, I would say that probably men do need more protection, and because we are the protectors, why wouldn't you want us to be protected? It's because we're protecting you. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think women don't get it twisted too. They get attacked in their own regard, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Men, we get attacked in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're not the same. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, once we understand that, and I feel like we'll get better.
We're gonna run to a video real quick, and we're gonna bring on Takai's take right now, and then when you have it, Double V, you got us all riled up. Don't be running and hiding from us. You got the number. You know what I'm saying? We might have to extend it a couple minutes just so you can call in and talk your smack. So like I said, about 6:45, we're gonna go into Chucky's cut, but we got Takai's takes coming up right now. So everybody get suited and booted.
Peace.
They mad for praying on my downfall. Hold on, turn that shit up. Damn. Really? Came from the ground up, out the project. Pretty chick that I was hard as shit. Fly as fuck, they ain't like me. Couple bitches want to fight me. Had to keep my guards up 10 toes. Check these bitches like Nike. Always been a boss, took a couple lost shoes for 3 Chef Curry. None of these niggas can't top me. Middle finger with a rock me. Thought I was poor, not likely. Fuck these hoes, these tight dreams. Brooklyn raised, I'm a petty bitch. Always been on my money shit. Elegant, selling filthy rich. Tell them pussy niggas they can suck my Wait, what they mad for? Really? Praying on our downfall. That's why they mad. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Wait, what they mad for? Praying on our downfall. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Wait, what they mad for? God the air is a bomb threat. Cute face with a slim waist, little cute butt. I got the case. Wait, what they mad for? I'm listening. Cause I came up and they still stuck. I was always different than the little bitches. Hated me still think. Wait, what they mad for? I'm listening. Cause I ain't like them. Yeah, I'm from the hood, but I'm classy. Little bougie, but I get ratchet. Wait, what they mad for? I'm listening. Cause I'm the big boss, got on the ship. I started this, so elegant. Tell them suck my Wait, what they mad for? Really? Praying on our downfall. That's why they mad. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Wait, what they mad for? Praying on our downfall. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Wait, what they mad for? Praying on our downfall. That's why they mad. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Wait, what they mad for? Praying on our downfall. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas pick and choose. Tell them pussy niggas they can suck my Wait, what they mad for? Praying on our downfall. We ain't never gonna lose. Niggas take it choose. Wait, what they mad for? Any, many, money, mo. Bad.
Yeah. Gatekeeper. Betty Green. CV. I'm just working. Yo, I listen to myself before designing my lines. The pain is to the point, how to put in some time. Try to chef and work the kitchen, live the life on the grind. I feel the cold of the city, every barrel in mine. They talking brick on brick, they trying to lay it in time. I had my dreams cut before, I'm a man, I survived. They say I'm way too old, but they love that 40. Man, these niggas out of order, I'm just fixing them up. Too many tales from the hood, stop playing you tough. Cause I'm pulling niggas cards, I'm running the river. Never step to the mic if I can't deliver. Don't be mad at the king, cause my vision is bigger. Only play the tough road when your hitters is with you. I'm a problem by myself, don't depend on my niggas. Ain't no question where they standing, where the smoke is clear. This is money in the bank, it's the fact you scared. Unlimited, fully loaded. Gatekeeper. Better Green. I'm just working. Let's go. Yo. Bringing it back, my focus, I maneuver the trap. double cups or a Dutch. We all got a crush. I was trained for the ring without throwing a punch. Riding rails is my life. I live in the Bronx. I watch the lines come together from the front of the car. Play the last, try to tag while commuters would watch. I'm a legend to myself, a teacher the most, a student to success. That's how I'm reaching my goals. It's taken from the arm, it's the nose to the pole. Shells darting out, chasing Mario home. Now these niggas double taking like they seeing the clone. Anthony Towns kind of numbers, new wolf in the post. Always happy with my product, emphasizing the facts. Got the DJ spinning ghosts, I put my soul on the track. Make myself right at home, anywhere on the map. Going in for the kill, born is back. Numbers. I'm just working. I'm just working. I'm just working. It's very green. It's crazy. It's on us. It's kinda hard, everybody raps. Gatekeeper. Very Green Entertainment.com. BETTERGREEN Entertainment.com.
Album still is coming, you know what I'm saying, this year, 2023. We're gonna get it right. The segment now is called Takai's Take, man. This is where we let the youth take the lead on Behind Enemy Lines. This is my beautiful daughter, Takaija, and franchise, man. She's always got something special to say, man. So I don't know what it is. I don't get the script before the show. So this can go any type of way, okay? Okay. All right, so she's like our fashion person. She's our up-to-date on the news person. She's the I might say something, I had to get slapped later in the car type person. So we don't know how this is going to go, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome Takai's back to her segment. She's been going for a while. You know, had a couple things going on, but she's back. So what have you learned since the last time we met?
To think about what you need and not what others need.
Okay, and why?
Okay.
Because like if you need something more than somebody else needs it, you don't have to give it up for them. Okay.
So we like to work on these life lessons because we know that the children are the future of where we're going, and that's a really good one. I think anybody that's listening to your voice should adapt that to theirs. Think about what you need before others. That's very good. You gotta do self-care. You know, self-care, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the barbershop today, right? I was getting a cut. I was like, damn, why the hell I fall asleep every time I'm in this chair? I don't even be trying. But then I have to get older, man. But also, it's because you're relaxed. You're getting self-care. You don't have to think about nothing. The only thing you're thinking about is you at that moment. You know what I mean? So thank you, Sakai, for that one. Tell us something you want to learn coming up.
More about myself.
Like what?
Like, what's gonna happen in the future.
Well, how much in the future? You gotta speak up. Don't get all shy now.
Like
you're in the house doing steps, stepping on the floor, screaming at the top of the lungs. I was like, go and talk to the people.
Like, I want to know what I'm gonna do in the future because I already know what I want to be when I grow up.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a therapist.
Okay, I'm in your chair, Doc. I'll tell you what I've been going through.
That's right.
I just bought a $1,000 phone and my daughter lost it, Doc. What should I do? She's only 12 years old and she's on the segment.
You should ask her how she lost it. And like if it's a good enough reason. And also she should have a phone.
She should have a phone. You know what? Shout out to Double B. She said definitely about the youth. You know what? Doc, I think I saw something better that I might do, franchise. You know what? You saw House Party? Yeah. You had Dad with the whip on that belt? I think I'm going to do that instead. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to do that instead. Okay, well, you know what?
You shouldn't hit your children.
Oh, no. You got to have options. You got to have options. Hitting is always an option. You know what I'm saying? It's always an option. It's like that all of the above. And you get there, you know what I'm saying? See, because there's a difference between abuse and neglect. We gonna get there, but every once in a while you just get that reflex. You might have to get it. Stomach or the throat.
I told my girl that I told him like, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? Because her daughter is a little bit loose with the mouth sometimes, and my mom told her, it was like, yo, pop her right in the mouth right when she say something. But you don't stop.
We don't do it. We don't do it to just be out here whooping on folks, you know what I'm saying? Like you pushing
in that age,
you know what I'm saying? Hit him in the stomach or the throat. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bernie Mac said. Bernie Mac said.
I'm gonna be real. I came in an era where if I was out of line and Miss Brown saw me, she had every right to pop me in the head and send me upstairs.
You know, and every adult that's on this live, you know what I'm saying, y'all done got a little soft, you know what I'm saying, since you was first born. But you know, back in the days, you could be left at home. Your mama say don't open that door, you don't open that door. You know why you didn't open the door? Because you knew the repercussions of beat. Yo, you used to be at the door like, it's me, I'm your father. I don't care. My mama said don't open the door. Why you ain't got your key?
the beating, as far as belt whipping and all that, ended in 2000.
But now the kids be holding up the parent. But anyway, we digress. I don't know. It's Kaiser, you know what I'm saying? She's not a fashion person. That's what made her really relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's her fashion and how she be talking about people when they ain't got it right. When they got the combinations off. You know what I'm saying? You can't be wearing Adidas with Nike and you better not put no K-Swiss with no, you know what I'm saying? Like, Al, you know the crazy point when you get back on it, they think that they doing that first. They don't know that y'all had the Kango bucket with the matching suit that come back from your era. They don't know. If you let them tell it, they invented this in 2000. It's what it drip. It's just drip now. All right. Yeah. So, as a fashion tip for us adults and kids, what you got for us today?
I'm not gonna say old people because
old people. Then
you guys are gonna start saying that you guys are not old. So don't follow all the trends. Like there was this one time, it was so funny.
Okay.
So I was outside, right? It was during lunch. And this old lady, she was like walking through the park. I guess that was her grandchild. I don't know. And she like had on these ripped jeans. Like they were so ripped. Like something a middle schooler would wear. Like you're too old for that. And then
too old for ripped jeans?
And you know that you're old. Like she's old and like no offense, but like her legs were wrinkly. Like come on.
Franchise, I'm gonna start with you, Franchise. How you feel about the fashion tip? I'm gonna start from you, Franchise.
So I think I agree with her. Like if you like 60, you got Daisy Dukes on. That's kind of crazy.
But if you packing the back of the act,
well, you know what? You're right.
There's no village anymore. Everyone is out for self.
It takes a village to raise a kid.
All right, go ahead, Wiz. What you feel about the fashion statement? Because I don't think ripped jeans are going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of force them on us, just like the tight jeans. I can't do them though.
I remember when Salt Pepper used to wear it, but I'm saying, but if she don't have legs like that, it's enough.
That's for you, Kaiser. He said, D-Cora said, I got Adidas and Nike on now. So what? And my drip is 100. How you feel about that?
No, because that's like if you walk into a Nike store, right? And you're asking them, like, they have nothing but Nike shoes in it. And you be like, oh, can I get a pair of Converse? What?
What's wrong with cross promotion? They used to do that in the stores.
But we're not a Nike store.
We're not a Nike store. We just talking about a regular store. Yeah. We understand the branded part of that. You ain't telling us nothing about branding. Of course, we're not going to sell something in our store that we're not getting money from.
So we can't wear Nikes.
No, I'm just saying, you can't have, okay. So, like, say you're wearing a red, like, Nike sweater, right? Like, you're wearing a Nike Tech.
Nike Tech. It got to be Nike Tech now.
No, it doesn't. And you like,
Nike Tech I'm tired of seeing people with the Nike. Stop it. Put the Nike Tech where you got to wear. You don't got nothing else to wear.
You got the Nike shirt on. You got Nike shoes, and then you got the Nike sweater. But then you're going to bust out with Adidas pants?
Why not?
No.
If they match, you said it was red. If the red goes together, what's the problem? What's the problem?
You know what's crazy?
What,
I see younger kids doing that though. I ain't gonna lie. I see all the young kids doing it. I was like, I thought, because at one point in time that was a thing for me too. But you can't wear. Oh, you gotta wear Nike with the Nike. But then I was like, I don't care about that no more. And then I see the young kids and they don't care either.
No.
I like that I came up in an era where you have both. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna front. Usually somebody that had all of the same brand, they was either hustling or they had parents that had money that could afford all of the brand.
Okay, right.
Now let's get to the 98% of the most of us.
Yes.
That had to go in different stores and put together combinations and still look good enough to compete with the hustle. Yeah. See, that's what it was. We had to take London Fog, we had to take ASIC, you know what I'm saying? We had to take Adidas, you know what I'm saying? Let's not forget Guess jeans was popping at one point. We had the Guess jeans on.
So that's my question to her too. Like, if I got Yeezys on, does my whole outfit gotta be Yeezy?
No, Yeezys are ugly.
Oh, see,
anything, bro. Those Yeezy foam runners, those are trash. You look like you're an alien. The Yeezy slides, okay, those are something different. But the Yeezy shoes, those are.
The Yeezy slides are horrible. They look like jail slippers.
No, they don't.
They look funny.
So see now, see,
okay, what does it
this
say?
is what happens when you get divorced. You gotta get divorced, people start saying that. So what if your daddy had on a New York Giants shirt and a better green shorts on? All he doing is promoting. So what's wrong with that?
No, cause you.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so like.
Shots fired.
No.
I told you,
Shots
franchise.
fired.
In this segment, franchise, this segment, anything can happen. Nobody safe in this segment.
It's like, okay, so what he's wearing right now, this is okay because his outfit is matching. Like, he got the football shoes on, and then he got the football, sweater, and then he got the jeans. No, because the Nike check has a football on it.
Awesome.
Right? So his outfit matches. But, like, if you want, like,
but
how you going to win?
His team is not playing no more.
Man, you be quiet, right?
But his outfit's still, like, it goes
Cowboys fans don't talk. Cowboys fans don't talk. Cowboys fans don't talk. Go ahead. So, go ahead.
Right, but, like, if say it's like this, and then you have on better green, and better green is orange and black and like green. No, that's not gonna match. You're gonna look crazy. I'm gonna disown you.
Better green could be put in any color I want because I own the logo. Okay, so if I want to make it,
but it's orange right now. It's orange right now. If I want to make it
Giants blue, I could.
Okay, but it's not Giants blue.
But let me say something. I'm glad that she didn't come in our era because
you're not gonna survive. You're not gonna survive.
Remember the Coca-Cola sweater?
That's what I'm saying. You had to wear those.
I'm saying
you wore whatever your mama brought out.
The pinstripe leaves.
You had to wear that. You had to wear that.
Not tight like how they wear the tight pants, but it was tight.
I ain't gonna lie. I look at myself wearing them baggy stuff. I was like, damn, I was wild.
I kind of missed that a little bit.
Nah,
what about the Jabos?
I missed it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. The Jabos.
Double B says she's laughing. But I miss the baggy. I prefer the baggy jean era over the tight era. There's the difference between fitted and tight.
I think that there was mad extra fabric for no reason.
Yeah,
with the baggy, I can't say.
But once again, you gotta remember how we was coming from. Now,
bro, we was wearing free size.
Yeah,
going Harlem shaking everywhere.
Yeah, but you gotta remember.
You're just shaking a shirt. That's it.
But you gotta remember that was the fad. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the dudes that was hustling, right? They had big sizes. So as a brother, young brothers, when they was getting the pass down to the steel, they were using the big sizes. So then, now to keep your story, your lie going, you had to now keep buying the bigger sizes. So it kind of worked in the time. But I would rather have a big size that I got to take down than me and my sister fighting over the same pants.
Trying to find out if you and your girl got the same pants.
Yeah, is that my pants? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. So we appreciate your fashion tips. So what's your topic for today?
My topic is, why do some parents call like other people's children fast?
I'll let you start with that, franchise. I'll let y'all start with that. Go ahead. Say it again so people can hear it.
Why do other people, like, say if my mom, right, and I was like hanging out with my friends or whatever, they'd be like, oh, you shouldn't be hanging out with them fast little girls. Like that.
People in the chat, feel free to chime in too. You know what I'm saying? The numbers over.
Well, today's age.
Go ahead, franchise. I'm gonna let y'all go from left to right on this, right?
Well, today's age, I think that this thing right here got y'all moving way too fast. And I will say that I just went to Puerto Rico last summer. They close everything down at 6 o'clock, 7 p.m. Everything is closed. But you never feel like you have to rush anywhere. My girl's never been to Puerto Rico. She went to Puerto Rico and she kind of realized within herself, like, why the hell am I so rushing all the time? Gotta be in fast mode all the time. I think that's what the parents mean. When you like, don't take your time being a kid. You know what I'm saying? Experiencing life, then you're moving kind of fast. So I'm gonna say that.
Go ahead, Wiz.
Well, because you know what, sometimes they feel that the kids would try to put the pressure on you to be doing whatever they doing. So that's why it's sometimes, but that's why it's good to have conversations. That's why it's good that your parents tell you like this. Look, it's telling you like, hey, watch out when you're hanging around with us, so you don't get into the same stuff.
And not all parents are the same. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? They come from a different environment.
Double V says she can't hear you, so you gotta speak up with your big voice, okay? Thanks for the love on the video. Ground up by Dot Vieira. Oh, of course, Trayline, baby. You know how we do. And y'all gotta be lined up for the Dot Vieira experience with my boy Trayline.
Get your shots on Friday.
Shots with Dot. Make sure you tune in for that. So I want you to answer your own question before me and Al get into it. Why do you think parents say don't follow your fast friend? Why do you think? Why do you
Because
think?
sometimes, like, you can have a friend, like, they have a boyfriend, or like.
Speak up.
You can have a friend, or like they have a boyfriend, or like they have a girlfriend, or whatever, and like your parents be like, don't be like them because they're doing too much for their age.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about that? So when your parent says that to you, what do you feel?
My friends aren't facts.
Are you assuming, or are you saying that in defense?
True.
Whoa. Now let's call a spade a spade. And Decora said, can you bring that up one more time? I'll read it real quick. Decora said most parents give uncomfortable truth that a lot of young people are not able to handle. And see, and that's why I asked you that. Did you say that in defense, or did you really take a step back and say, okay, you know what? I'm 10 years old, and I have a 10-year-old friend, and my 10-year-old friend is dating. Okay? I'm not saying you're 10. I'm giving you a scenario. See, there you go on defense again. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. There you go on defense. I'm just giving you a scenario. So you're 10. Your friend is 10. Your friend is dating. And then your parent comes to you and says, oh, I don't want you hanging out with Double V because she's over there dating. She's being fast. Don't you be fast like that Double D. She got a boyfriend at 10. And you say what?
I'm going to say, I don't have to be... Because, like, so if your friend is dating somebody, you don't have to follow behind them to be like them. Because why are you trying to be like somebody that's your friend? You're supposed to, like, already have things in common. You don't have to be like your friend.
You heard what he said?
It's influence.
You know what influence means? Yes. What does it mean?
It means, like, your friends are, like, pressuring you.
No.
Wait, no.
See? And see, he attacked it from another way because I was going to bring the old school one, right? They said birds of a feather flock together.
That's a fact.
Okay? So, what does it sound like that means when someone influences you?
Like they convince you?
No, not really. Let's try it again. Influence. Your mother influences you. You know why? Because you will say you don't like tomatoes and then you eat ketchup.
No, those
or
are two
your
different
mother influences you because you will order a sandwich with everything on it and peel the tomatoes off. So what is that?
Is a Giants fan and he wants you
to be a Giants fan.
That's influence.
Oh my God.
She is a Giants fan. She's a Giants fan. Don't hate.
But some things, that's what he means. Some things are out of your control and you don't want to be around that type of environment. Like, for instance, I'll give you a metaphor. If, let's say you're not really a gang member, but you're around friends that are in the gang and you hang out with them all the time. I have friends there, whatever. You can't be with them all the time because they influence you in ways that you don't even know. Sometimes it could be somebody that got a problem with them and they're not going to ask, oh, is that your friend? They're going to just beat up everybody in the area. And that's where influence and just environment and coming around those type of people come into play.
So influence is more of an effect that they might have on you.
Yes.
That you're not trying to really have put on you. Caller, welcome to Behind Enemy Lines. You're live with Gatekeeper, WIZZ, Takaiza, and Ferrari franchise. Yeah. Talk to us.
All right, I want to give a shout out to the panel. Everybody's doing their thing.
Oh, that's Double V.
Speak up, Double V.
Is that Double V?
Yeah, it's Double V.
That's right.
Peace.
Yeah, Takaiza's her name, yes.
All right, so she was making a very valid point, and you done cut her off. If you come out and speak, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
All right, what was her valid point?
No, you asked her a question, and she was speaking to it, and then you read a comment, and then I think she lost her train of thought, but she was about to say something. I was like, oh shit, like, excuse my language. She's really, like a head on her shoulders.
First you gonna get on me for not reading the comments, and then I do read the comments, and now you still mad. See, I can't please you, Double B.
But you know it gonna show.
Let me tell you what's happening. What's happening is, y'all told us, read comments, then y'all come back 20 minutes later talking about reading the comment and applying it to what you're saying in that moment. Not happening. It's three y'all. Somebody gotta say on the comments, like, for real.
Thank you, Double V. Also, give a shout out to your show and let everybody know where you up and running and where they can find you.
First of all, let me give a shout out to you, Gatekeeper. Let me say something as far as artists and as far as just men, being men, right? And just being focused and absolutely diligent about their goals. I definitely have to give it up to you. I don't know you personally, but I've met you a few times. All business related, And as far as your artistry and your craft, like you really bring forth what the industry needs as far as content, things of that nature. I definitely want to give a shout out to you. Continue doing what you're doing. You know, we always play champions only. And okay, we run Better Green Entertainment Media visuals on our program. So it's definitely about uplifting the independent artists, period.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you. You're a little low, but we hear you. We appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you. So tell them about your station and where they can find you.
All right, so you can check us out at it's not IAS, all right? How do y'all saying IAS? IAS, for Christ's sake. It's IAS Music.
Okay.
IAS Music. You're going to find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, right at IAS Music, at IASLiveMusicReviews.com. I'll say the website again, IASLiveMusicReviews.com. We review music from independent artists worldwide, but it's more than just music reviews. We have a magazine. We cut and edit our live streams to television. It airs right here in the Bronx. Also, we just we got picked up on Manhattan Neighborhood Network television, so we're also airing in Manhattan, right here in the New York City metro area. We're soon to come to BCAT, so we're about to hit all 5 boroughs. That's one. So that's upwards of 500,000 homes or better. Like, I mean, if you're an artist and you want to get light and you want to get in front of people, programs like ours is definitely the way. The magazine is distributed internationally. I want to give a shout out to Gatekeeper because he was definitely featured in the magazine as well. You guys can check out any edition. Go to our website, hit the publication tab. It's right there. It's not just for artists. For music lovers, if you like music, if you're tired of what you're hearing, on the radio, the redundancy, or you just can't find something that's just unique, hit our website up. We have all types of music from all over the world. And the thing about our program is we let the people speak, so the people decide what they like. It's not the host, it's not, the person in front of the camera, it's the people. The people say they like it, we put it on our website, then we send it out to our DJ affiliates, and again, we cut and edit for our television program. So it's a bunch of fun. I'm going to give a shout out to iCream, which is the founder, our sponsor, our parent company. So we definitely appreciate all the support they've given us, and to all the artists out here. It is a women-owned company, a Black woman-owned company, and we are based out of the Bronx, New York. Let's get it real.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Keep tuned in.
Say again?
I said we appreciate you, and make sure you stay tuned in. I won't mess her up this time. We're going to get what she want on her mind.
No, I appreciate that. Shout out to you guys again for doing your thing. I see you guys. I just tapped in today. I'm kind of busy, multitasking, but I like the content. I really, really just like, the vibe of the whole show. So shout out to you, and definitely having your daughter on. The youth voice is so important. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. So definitely keep doing your thing. That era in the building, I saw the video. That shit is hot. You need to put our music in. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, we got you. We'll pass on the word. Thank you.
Stop playing.
All right, so before we forget, back to what you were saying, all right, because the people was focused. So I think it was the part where I said, how would you feel if you was the person and you was listening? Why do you think that your mother told you that? And I think, for instance, I said influence. So go ahead, finish what you were saying on that.
Because you said that, you said that my friend has a boyfriend, but I don't have to be like her. Like, if she has a boyfriend, that's her business. Her parents let her have a boyfriend. She does what she does.
Okay.
To keep a boyfriend. I don't know what she's doing, but that's her.
All right, so can friends stay friends if they're not doing the same thing?
Yes.
How often? All right, so you're in junior high school now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how many of your friends that you had in 3rd grade are still your friends right now? Why do you think you guys are not friends anymore? Now, I'm not talking about the friends that moved away. Let's talk about the friends that are still in the neighborhood that you knew in like 2nd grade, that you still see outside of school. You see them in the playground, but they're not your friends. Why are they not your friends?
Probably because, like, I have this one person, I'm not friends with them anymore, but, like, I still say hi to them because, like, it's polite.
I mean, yeah, you can say hi because that's polite, but we talking about friendships, right?
Because,
and this is
like,
a very important thing. Go ahead.
They did something that wasn't, like, the right thing to do, and, like, they got caught. And instead of, like, I guess you can say I wasn't being a good friend and not snitching on them, but, like, what they was doing wasn't healthy for them.
Okay, well, we're not gonna take it all to the part of snitching because that's a whole different category. But what I'm trying to get you to say, and I see you're smart like me, so you're trying to find navigate a way around the pothole without stepping in it, but you're stepping over it. But when we say influence, even when French, I was talking about gang culture. 9 times out of 10, most of the kids that's in gangs don't want to be in gangs, but 80% of their friends are doing it. So they follow along because they don't want to lose that friendship. They don't want to lose that connection. Some of us don't learn until later in life that you do need to lose certain people so you can find out who you are.
You can't be friends with everybody.
No, you can't be friends with everybody. But when your parent is saying, don't be fast, and I want y'all also to think about this too. Girls are not the only one that parents tell not to be fast.
Yeah, boys.
Men and boys hear this as well when they're younger. Y'all just think that we don't. Yep. So there's been plenty of times when my mother said, don't you hang with him. He ain't no good. He's XYZ. Don't you go with him and those girls. He ain't XYZ. And see, the thing is, and I never thought I'd be able to say this, but I'd be like, parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you know everything? You know why your parents tell you that? Because they seen it and they done it. And either they fell into the mistake or they just survived it. So when your parent is telling you, okay, you know what, don't be like that fast XYZ, most of the time we know what fast means, that they're not just behaving appropriately. So fast is a 12-year-old being in the face of a 15-year-old because your friends think it's cool. Fast is taking inappropriate pictures when you know you shouldn't. Fast is having your belly button shown when you're 12 years old because you got a ring now because, you know, I'm not going to lie, I seen a couple young girls the other day and I'm like, they can't be no more than 13-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Their parents are taking them to get tattoos now. They're getting extra piercings. They're getting tongue piercings now because these parents want to be friends with their kids so much that they're doing whatever the kid wants just so they can have a connection. But you don't know that you're winding them up for the bigger jump. You understand what I'm saying? So when your parent is telling you that, don't be fast like XYZ, they're giving you see how the traffic light has red, yellow, and green? They're giving you the yellow signal right now.
Yellow, the caution.
Okay, the caution that, you know, you can still be with that friend, but are you going to be, a lot of people don't want to admit this, and I used to be that kid. How many of us, and y'all can chime in too, how many of us really had the guts to tell our friend at the age of 10, 11, 12, 13, like, yo, you shouldn't do that, don't do that?
Me?
Peer pressure is a real thing, though. Peer pressure is a real thing.
I'll tell you what you're not supposed to be doing. Like the other day, my friend, she was doing, I don't know what she was doing, and I was like, don't do that again.
Okay, but see, that's because you're in an environment.
But as you get older, the pressure it becomes more and more pressure, like heavier pressure, like to the point almost where you might do something out of character that you don't realize until it's too late.
So I think that's why your parents say that. Al, you want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, I think the biggest take from this is that children have to learn to understand that parents say things in the spur of the moment due to memory, reflex, and what they know and understand. They're trying to give you a reason not to be a follower, but be independent in your thinking and your thought because you already know right from wrong. So you got to allow that to be processed properly when you're in the environment. So even if you're not doing what your friend is doing, if they are doing it, you are guilty by association, and things will happen to you based on what they are doing.
Yep, a lot of people in jail for that.
And you know the funny thing, and we're not gonna dive into too much, but that's when that snitching things comes in because see, now since you're guilty by association, you both back there. You're like, hold on, I didn't sign up for this. Yep. Bobby did it. Oh, you gonna tell on me now? You was down too? And the next thing you know, those two friends have become enemies. You know what I mean? So right now, when parents are giving you kids that yellow signal, it's not because we want to spoil your fun. It's not because we don't want you to live your life. It's not because we don't think you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes, but we want to equip y'all with as many tools to survive the mistake. What's up, Cutler in the building? He said, "What's up, guys?"
What up, Mello?
You have to find the right people to put in your circle. You're not always gonna have a perfect circle, but you need a circle that's gonna look out for each other.
Yes.
That was from producer P. Purdy. Yeah, and that's what it is. So when you get, so do you get mad when your parents tell you something like that? Do you listen? Do you take their advice, or do you just say forget what they're saying and still do you? Be honest. It's all right. It's all right. Be honest.
When I was a little now,
Speak up.
sometimes now when you guys say stuff, I just sometimes I ignore it, or other times I'll listen to it, I'll think about it, and then I'll take it into action, and then I'll think about it again, and then I'll ignore it.
So
she went back to ignore it.
So now I'll chime in my just because the project son of it came. My father was one of the people that used to be in the radio. I mean, be in the car listening to talk radio all the time, right? So I used to hate that because when I was 12 or 13, I wanted to listen to Hot 97 all day. What are you doing? You just listening to words, right? But I've grown and the way the world is, where all the things that he was listening to on that radio station at that time, the way the world is working now, he was listening to that stuff when I was a little kid. So I kind of know as an adult now the stuff from just sitting and being influenced by him. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there in the car, because he's not changing it regardless. You know what I'm saying? But that now the way the world. So what I will say is, yes, sometimes you may feel like you want to ignore your parents, right? But always keep it in the back of your head what they're saying, because that voice is always going to be there, especially when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Right.
So with that being said, that's the Kaiser's takes. And we're going to roll it to the next track by the franchise.
Oh, yo.
We're going to let you introduce it. It's called Priceless.
Yes, sir.
Because it's no better way to segue into that. I was going to touch on something else, but that was perfect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to leave it at that. For everybody that's online right now, go to crowd.live right now. The code is CKCXC. That is the code, so you can vote to keep or kill.
Yes,
all right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
C for cat, K for K, C for cat, X for Xavier, C for cat. That is the code. Let's go. Franchise, introduce it.
So, this right here is Priceless. This is a song about, you know what I'm saying, keeping your price at a priceless, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people out here selling their soul for Instagram posts, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you set your price and keep it priceless, you heard?
Wow, let's go.
Yeah. Mouse. Cheese. Legs. Yeah. Alright. Say you saw your soul the other night. Say you saw your soul and now you fly. All you niggas lost and don't know why. Hit the double back with no reply. I think he took you for the long ride. I swear to God that was a lie. He put a price in your life. Everybody got a price. I'm so priceless. Let me just check on your price list. Yeah, I know what your price is. Whatever to make the whole like ya. I could read you like a psychic. You on my dick and you feel like a side chick. Right, got snakes in the lawn, but still be dodging the vipers. Since my baby's in diapers, niggas still in the ciphers. Heart of a Viking, God like go when I speak. Lightning be striking. Took a lightning and love to the art. When I shine, niggas hating the dark. Small things always follow the spark. Clickbait, now who say you are? I'm nauseous. Sick of these fucking imposters. They toxic, move cautious. They will be taking the soul that he bought in the auction. Niggas be lying, they pockets, profits, bosses. My profit margins about to be bosses. Need me a car in the office. Flip like a double entendre. Came like a king and I conquer. Bring the real back like nostalgia. Me and the bro gon' shoot like it's contra. Nigga, if you don't leave, we gon' turn that front to the grabber. Nigga, this miles of cheese. We got a price that you gon' pay a lot. Alright. Say you saw your soul the other night. Say you saw his soul and now you fly. All you niggas lost and don't know why. Hit the double back with no reply. I think he took you for the long ride. I swear to God that was a lie. You put a price in your life. But everybody got a price.
My pressure gon' increase. Teeth go to the dentist. Taking notice of the interest. Till I'm giving her the inches. So they giving me the necklace. Cause a nigga independent. I'm an Aries Venus like a tennis. Niggas going back and forth over net like it's volleyball. Niggas feature price like they got it all. Papa's ass nigga every time I kill a motherfuckers put a telly on. Getting cheese like Italian. Trying ice at a medallion. Trying fuck Medistellion. Give a third leg, she no daddy long. I can handle these bitches. They wanna fuck in the gym, but thinking I kick, the press has been lifted. She wanna suck on the dick, but shawty, that's it, I can't get no kisses. I gotta take it slow, can't get too close, keeping the distance. That's how a nigga be. Left-handed, I write his calligraphy. Every time that I rap a soliloquy, fucked around and I left him astonished. Pulling up with the steppers, we stomping. See the press for your life ain't a problem. I be giving my niggas a go. Treat that bitch like a cinnamon roll. I don't wanna put dick in the throw. You paying the pressure, I'll stick to the code.
Alright. Say you sold the other night. Say you saw and now you fly. All you niggas lost and don't know why. Hit the devil back with no reply. I think he took you for the long ride. I swear to God that was a lie. You put a price in your life. But everybody got a price.
You got a price, sir. Everybody got a price.
Yeah, there's a video. I got a video out for that. You can check it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go on my IGs. The website's on the link in the bio. Website. I mean, my IG's Ferrari franchise. You already know.
Yeah, we like that. What you thought about that?
I think it's fine.
Everybody got a price.
Hey, everybody got
a price. What do you think, Kaiser? What do you think?
It's a good song. I like that song.
Speak it up. Speak it up.
I said it's a good song. I like that song.
Oh. I'm definitely digging it. Please, folks, make sure you're going to vote. Franchise, tell everybody in your live if they still live. Make sure they're going to vote. You know what I'm saying? Crowd.live, you know what I'm saying? And the reason we do this, and hopefully we get a blessing from you, is our goal is to turn strangers into family. So our goal is to have any independent artists get one more friend than they had yesterday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if we could do that, then that's what we're here to do. And at the end of the year, you know what I'm saying, we talked about it, and we're going to be doing a mixtape called Strangers in the Family.
Okay.
And we hope that we can, you know what I'm saying, if you make the cut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm in there.
You bless us with something.
If I made the cut, we're going to make the cut. They ain't making it.
Once again, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to Behind the Enemy Lines. We did have a couple more comments. You want us to read those, Ali? You just want us to wrap it up? We appreciate all the people that commented. Mike Shorter said, ask the Kaiser what her overnight bag would have in it if that would tell you how her sleepover would be. Well, if you had an overnight bag, what would be in
it? It'll be clothes.
Okay.
Sneakers. My phone. And like stuff that I can do my hair with, and that's it.
That was pretty empty to me, but Double V said, gotta realize a lot of these fast children are in the system, no parents around. See now,
that is the truth.
It is the truth, but is it an excuse?
Yes. Huh? It's not an excuse. I mean, I don't want to say excuses about. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's a valid point. Because
it is a valid point. It is a valid point. And when you touch on that, you know what I'm saying, that's a real subject for me because I come from that. I've been a part of the system.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm the oldest of 11. And there was a difference between being fast and not taking the teaching when it came along. Because there were certain things that happen in these group home areas that you don't see. You hear about the negativity a lot, but there's network meetings, there's real counselors there that do care. And actually, that's how I got into the field of which I'm in now, working with adults with disabilities. Oh, wow. And I've been doing that almost 20 years. I came from the New York group home system first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, you know, there are things in place, and there are a lot of people in place in these systems that are working. But the thing is, and why I try to put this in my kids, and I learned this through football, it's probably the greatest lesson my coach ever told me, and I'm glad I grasped it. It's going to be in my book when I write it. It's not what you do when the coach is watching, it's what you do when he's not watching.
Okay, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can blame some of the system only if that kid was born into the system. And then the system was just messed up from birth. But now if that system inherited a 12-year-old, it was 12 years of destruction already done. Before that. A 10-year-old, it was 10 years of destruction already done. You know what I mean? So that history plays into that individual going into these systems. So it's much harder to save.
Let's be honest though, these systems they're not individualized.
No, they're not.
And which is why like people who got money, they don't want big government. You know what I'm saying? Because institutions, they don't care about the individual. You could fall in between the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? So what I will say is that's why having a mother and father, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes like I'm somebody who likes to put my perception of who my mother was on other mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been mistaken multiple times where it's like I can't imagine like a mother could be this kind of way. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like even fathers too.
Yeah.
But I could see how if you was raised with this type of person, this is why you are
what you are.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. These days that take the children are only these days that take the children are only taking them for the money. I think I'm thinking they said these days these forces, maybe the foster system, for the money. So they're not really getting the upbringing
they need.
Yeah. I agree, and you have some of those, and those ones I'm not siding with them. I'm just saying once again, a lot of people think they know what they're doing when it comes to parenting, but you're not raising that child from birth. So when you bringing in a 10-year-old or 12-year-old into your house, what I'm saying is there's a pattern of things that they already went through.
Yes.
Sometimes the agencies don't even tell you what that pattern is. So you have to fully learn that pattern, learn that child, connect with them, and then try to inflict change. See, I've been in my kids' life their whole life, and you wouldn't believe some of the resistance I get. She'll tell you. She just told you. She's 12 years. She's turning 12 now, right? So it's like, okay, well, I hear you, but I don't hear you. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been there her whole life. So now imagine if she goes with somebody right now that she don't know from a hole in the wall.
Yeah, you can't tell her nothing.
You know what I mean? So Double V, I agree with you, but I'm just saying there's levels to it. And like I said, there is some structure in there that if the kid is willing to take it, it can benefit them. One of the things we had in our system was alarm, concern, and success. You understand what I'm saying? And you had to do certain things to become on the board. You understand?
Okay.
And wherever you was on that board, the staff had to handle you accordingly. So a kid that's usually on alarm doesn't mean they're not doing their chores, they're not coming in on curfew, they're not going to school, they're not doing those things. So they will lose, whether it be pool time or extra hangout time or whatever. Now you can change as that kid and say, okay, you know what? I can get off alarm. But if it looks cool to the people that you're doing with, what are you going to do? You're not going to care about your system that you're living in at the time, because as soon as you go outside the house, all your boys are giving you respect for it.
Yeah.
So see, those slopes open up different doors, and then it's sad to say it. I don't mean to put it like that, but you start to look at that board, you're like, wow, they kind of was already seeing where the pattern where it was going.
It's structured, bro. It's like that's what we talk about the team even earlier, like the man and woman. That builds a structure. Once we understand that our positions, we're building a strong structure for our family. You know what I'm saying? Like once you have a strong structure, even like you said, like that alarm, that's a good structure. So once even if you're broken and they do that for football players. If you some football player that's crazy, you can't go to the Pats and go crazy. They already got a system where it's like, bro, this don't work.
You ain't going to the league with that.
Nah.
We got any more hours? Those are the last two. Okay, so we want to thank y'all again for checking in with Behind Enemy Lines. Please make sure you're going to check out Franchise, you know what I'm saying? Ferrari Franchise, dope guy.
Yes, sir.
Be on the lookout for the new episode of Behind Enemy Lines. We come back on the 11th.
Yes.
And then Takai's Take should be back on the next episode. So she'll have another dope segment for you guys. I'm glad you was able to give us some feedback, some information. Please make sure, as my man Trayline would say, do something. Okay? Like, share, support, comment, you know what I mean? Something.
Tell a friend to tell a
Shout out
friend.
to 'em.
Get behind them lines.
So we got time for a rundown, or we just want to say we out of here for today? We got time for a rundown of the shows? All right, we ain't gonna do it in 2 seconds. Just make sure Monday, starting Monday, y'all. Well, first of all, you can tune into our Access Radio 7 days a week, 24/7. You got all the shows up there. Okay, from Monday to Thursday, we got shows popping up. So make sure y'all tuning in. Phoenix Soul all the way to Dot Vieira coming up Friday. Behind the Enemy Lines, Tug of War, Extremities,
Love and Lust,
Hood the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we missing? Big Rich the Ruler, New World. We got it all. We ain't got no excuses. Find us, King's Forum. We got them all. So we did it in less than 2 seconds. So make sure y'all tune into all our shows. We out until the 11th. The Gatekeeper WIZZ behind the enemy lines.
All right.
Yeah. What you thinking of? Things I'm dreaming of. I can't make this up. It been late night. I've been waking up. You waiting for? You made up. Yeah, Papa gotta make you proud. I see the cowards always look around. Give me the wisdom in between my brows. So fuck up, I don't even look at brows. These niggas point fingers, Salem witch trials. I smoke them like Salem, click, click, bow. They follow verbatim any nigga style. That's why I be hard to pick them out of pal. Like, whoa, any money, mo, you ain't got the glow. You just sold your soul. Always coming short, why you gotta troll? Always watching niggas think that's kinda mo. Like, is he gonna win? Did he fuck that bitch? Gotta watch again. Next episode of Dragon Ball. I grind like Tony Hawk, X Games, nigga. That's the Bronx, New York. I made it for King Blood, and my mama mixed that in the manger. And my daddy gave birth to my name though, so my mama gave birth to an angel. I was born in the era of Kango, not a real and a fiction, them change roll. I be cooking it up like a cater. Let me show you what I made up. Yeah. What you thinking of? Things I'm dreaming of. I can't make this up. It been late night. I've been waking up. Yeah. You waiting for? Yeah. Made up. Yeah. All of it made up for gold.